Hello, I'm MC2 and the worst rapper in the world. I have Keith with me. He just connected, and I need to say yes, I can hear you, Keith. I think he's gonna go with the disembodied voice for today. This is the after show for the discussion I had with Professor Kyle Adams of the Flat Earth Institute of Science. He didn't have a lot of science, but it was a good talk. He was very polite, and I think he wants to learn, I hope. So, did you watch any of that, Keith? Oh, he's not the first. The Flat Out is the dean of Flat Earth Community University. So we got Flat Earth Community University and Flat Earth Institute of Science. So I mean, maybe they could go up against each other in athletics, right? They could play, the spinning disc games, which would be all that they can do, right? No, or the space frisbee, right? No spinning balls allowed in those games. Oh.
At the middle part is where we actually live, and the circle is everything around. So that's okay. That'll work.
I didn't turn your volume up, Keith. They didn't hear you talk at all yet. Sorry.
Messed up.
Oh, it's not on purpose. I'm sorry, Keith. Anyway, he was talking about the dean of the. We have the first dean of a Flat Earth University, but he's actually the second. So, all right. Let's see. Brainy Beaver messaged me. What do you say? Brainy Beaver smells a dumpster fire. I don't know why. Brainy, Keith is nice. He's not like that.
It's funny. I'm just starting to get acquainted with a lot of the people that you guys kind of know. And I just saw Brainy not too long ago kind of talking, and okay, it's like, okay, that guy right there, huh? Okay. It's funny, though, when they say something like that, because now I kind of know who's who.
Yep. He talks fast, too. He says burnt toast. I don't know. So I sent an invite to Jordan Sweet, and let's see,
has he found somebody for that for the like gargantuan overall knockout punch debate that the evolution is supposed to win? The debate he wants. You remember he wants the evolution debate.
Who, Brainy does?
No, Jordan.
Oh yeah, Jordan does. He does. Yeah, but
it's too solidified. Like when it comes to evolution, they're like that's so accepted you can't really fight it at all. The only thing we have with flat Earth is we think, well, with measurements, maybe we can try to show something different. Even though I can kind of see how it works. No, we won't be able to do that. But I can see we can really fight it at all. The only thing we have with flat Earth is we think, well,
we hear your echo.
Yeah.
Getting it fixed. Here you go.
Oh, that was Jordan, not
right.
Not Keith. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, me wondering for a second.
Yeah, so let's see. Metal Jacket says it's FEIS, Flat Earth Institute of Science. So their ultimate frisbee team would be the feces.
That's messed up. Y'all some haters.
All right. Are you guys still getting an echo, or?
No, I don't get the echo anymore.
No.
I like it, Metal Jacket. You're onto something there. The flat Earth, the oh my goodness, I can't say it. It's a little bit of a mouthful. Flat Earth Institute of Science feces. Go feces. Hey, I mean, and the Flat Earth Community University, they're the fecu flirfers. So, I mean, they can go at it, man. There's only 2 teams in their league.
So anyway, how have you been, Toon? It seems like it's been a while since I've been on here.
It has been. You are a little soft, I think, a little softer than Keith. So
yeah, that's just probably because I'm actually sick right now, so it's hard to get my voice up to where I usually speak at.
Now everybody in the last stream, Team Skeptic was in there for a while, and everybody's hoping that or wishing him well. And
thankfully nothing half as bad as what Team's experiencing. I feel a little weak and kind of sick, and my throat hurts, but he says he's having trouble with standing up and stuff. So
we've already we've got 2 diagnoses in the chat that you have COVID apparently. So
it very well could be, but I don't know. I'm way out in the boonies. There's no testing sites within probably 20 miles of me, so I'm just gonna wait it out. We'll see what happens.
Okay, so Jordan, this is what you have to do. You have to get a gallon of orange juice and just chug it down. You'll be good. Your immune system gonna kick in. It's gonna whoop that butt. It's gonna do all right, man. That's how it works.
Let's not talk about my immune system. I'm gonna save that bomb for when I actually have a vaccine denier to speak to. But yeah, we're just gonna say that if it gets progressively worse, I'm gonna have to go to the hospital. But at the moment, it's just I don't feel very good.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Been about 2 days now, and I'm hoping I can kick it by the weekend so I can get my voice back to record my next video.
Yeah, it's the season. Pretty much everybody's catching it around this time.
Yeah,
that's when it happens.
That's what my mom said when I told her about it. She was like, "Yeah, everybody's getting sick around me," and I'm like, "Yeah, but I don't know. I'm a little bit of a germaphobe, so."
Well, I had a couple things ready for that didn't get used for Kyle. This is my globe with a magnet in it. It's been a while since I've had this out. That's a very powerful neodymium magnet inside there, and I have a compass. And so I hear people often say that a compass wouldn't work on a globe, but of course it works just fine. This compass is it's a crap compass, so it gets pinned pretty easily, but it works. You can see there.
Time out.
As I move it around.
Soon, are you telling me somebody's told you that a compass doesn't work on a globe? I've never heard that one.
Oh, that's pretty common.
Oh, that's one of the more I'd say that's definitely a common flat Earth claim, is that compasses won't work on a globe. But then again, they don't realize that, when I first heard it, I thought they were trying to say because there's no South Pole, the compass would have to, it would have nowhere to point in the southern hemisphere, which is obviously false. There are southern hemisphere compasses made specifically for that.
Yeah, the thing that they miss is that compasses, first of all, they generally don't understand that a compass doesn't point to north. A compass aligns with the magnetic field, right? So so the field is all around it, and in fact it's this way too.
Right.
So if I move, you see how
which is why it would work on a globe.
Yeah, exactly. Well, good. I'm glad you understand that. The thing that the second part then is because they miss the vertical component of it, and a compass is weighted so that it tips to counter the downward angle or upward angle of either side of the head of the needle. And so there's southern hemisphere and northern hemisphere compasses. There's also expensive compasses that work in both, and they have a counterbalance inside of them to compensate for that angle that's going to happen. So they're this kind of compass is a couple bucks. A good international compass is $100. So
I remember when I was a kid in Boy Scouts, actually, one of the coolest things that I ever thought was that, like, it was just blew my mind when I saw it, because the way I figured out about Earth's magnetic pull and like how compasses work was because we were messing around with magnets and Boy Scouts, and I mean compasses and Boy Scouts, and I had a really strong pair of magnets that I would mess with, and they were stuck to the bottom of my compass, and my compass didn't work because I had a really super strong magnet stuck to the bottom of my compass, and it was just throwing it all out of whack.
I have many magnets in this room here, so it's a good thing that magnetism drops off aggressively.
Right.
What my microphone here. At what rate does a magnetic field drop off, Jord?
I know this.
Keith, you tell him. You get it before he gets it.
What the heck are you even asking me? I have no idea about this form of physics. This is going to be a minute before I learn this one.
Yeah.
So
I
all right.
just had to look.
You don't know. All right, gravity and
and
electromagnetism and Coulomb's law, right? They drop off with the square of the distance between them, but magnetism drops off with the cube of the distance. And Clive Wells put it in the chat before anybody else, so he wins.
I was gonna say, I know it's not square of the distance because, but yeah, cube of the distance. That's probably what I read.
Mr.
I would say it's what I read because I do good research.
Both Mr. Unite for the Children and Craven Mordic answered completely wrong by saying it's 8 inches per mile squared.
Oh,
and
does that count for Flurf bingo? Because I actually didn't get bingo tonight.
I did not either. He's barely Flurf. I mean, he could be unflurfed, I think. What do you think, Keith? Can he be unflurfed?
Oh man, here we go with all this. Let me tell you something. You're getting smarter people as you go along. I really liked Mandelbar actually with Jack.
Well, he's not.
Zach,
he
right?
wasn't a Flurf
The other day.
Yeah, and I did not like him at all. That's one of the I'm a little guy, so I don't normally say that I would punch somebody, but he's the type of person that I would.
Oh, come on now.
In real life.
So he wasn't a Flurf. You got to get that right.
Well, see, here's the thing. He just wasn't one yet. I think if he had fully completed that demonstration, and then he had started going further along, it would have started hitting.
So what you're saying?
Like, oh, wait a minute, hold on now.
What you're saying is, if his science and math was really, really bad, he could be a Flurf.
I don't know about really, really bad. I'm gonna say really, really good, but that's just my personal opinion.
I don't think that he is mentally ill enough to believe in the flood. Like, he obviously has something wrong with him. But just
it's
not
different.
Not like that. I didn't mean like just.
He didn't like the fact that Jack was coming at him and he was younger.
Person is what I'm trying to get across. He just, the way he would scream at Jack for like, Jack would be like befuddledly, like confusedly laughing, and he would just scream. And
he didn't see that as befuddledly confusing. He saw that as condescending. So that's why he took it the approach that he took.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, I'm not saying he's right or wrong in it. I can see how he took it. That's why he's mad at Jack. You know, I just say it like that.
If you come into the marketplace of ideas to discuss what you believe, and then you cannot handle the ridicule to the point where you are red in the face screaming at your opponent, then
yeah, it's gonna happen.
Something's wrong with you. Like, You shouldn't be in the marketplace of like you shouldn't be debating if you cannot hold yourself together like that. That's something I figured out very early on because I used to get super emotional about it, and then the more emotional you get, the less willing you are to accept alternative facts, because
agree.
once you feel that something is part of your ideology, then giving that up is next to impossible.
Now, here's one thing though. The thing about him is that he wasn't just upset at Jack. He was also kind of coming from the point that he had his business and he's been doing his business for so long. So he's seeing it as, well, look, I put this to practice, and either my products make me money or they don't. So he's looking at it like, hey, look, I do this for years. Look, I'm not in business for no reason. I'm obviously in business because I'm making things work. So I think that's where he started to get a little upset at, like, how you acting like I'm in business and I'm just not doing nothing. I think that's what his thing was.
Where's Jack? Jack's probably in bed. He's probably got class or something tomorrow. I was gonna say we should get him in here. I enjoy talking to him.
I messaged him earlier today. He didn't respond yet. So, let's see. We've got Alyssum says, I watch FTFE and Team Skeptic for the harsh reality checks. I watch MC Toon for the class and smartass comments. Last week with Avery was I don't know if he realized my sarcasm or not, or if he was just blowing it off, or if it went past him. But I had a lot of fun. I was toying with him. So yes, Kenny G, or just Ken G. Yeah, I do have magnets. I work at a computer company, right? We have hard drives all the time. I have a pile of them. So I use these are stud finders. Screws and in nails and walls are iron, and so you can find them with this.
Yep.
So yeah, I have so many magnets. So many. Let's see. Titanic Terrarium. I think this is for you, Keith. Is it forbidden to travel to Antarctica?
Okay, I think I know what they're talking about. So this is how we understand it. Yes, you can go there on a guided tour, but if I wanted to just go there as I please, however, whenever, they would say no. Now, the standard reason for saying no is because obviously I would starve out or this or that. But that's where the conspiracy stuff comes in, because it's like, oh yeah, they just don't want you to go check for yourself. So as far as I know, we do have to go through guided tours.
See, and you were exactly right there when you said because you would starve, because you would freeze, because you would lose your way, because every single thing you see when you look in every single distance is white mountain with snow.
Yeah. So here's the deal. The Antarctic Treaty gives instructions to countries on how they need to do things, right? It says specifically things like, you can't refuse another country to come and look at your stuff. Right? And so if you're going there from America is going to, as part of that enforcement, say, you need to allow anybody to look at your stuff. Right, and so sometimes flat earthers like Austin Whitsitt has said, well, that there means that you can't go. Of course, it doesn't mean you can't go. It means you need to let people look at your stuff. That's the point of the treaty, is that America can't hide stuff from Russia. Russia can't hide stuff from America. Also, when you go from America, if you get lost, who are they calling when you get lost to go look for you? Keith.
Yeah, nobody, right?
No,
you're on your own.
They're no, because people are not heartless. They're calling America saying, your people were lost. What are you going to do about it? And America, not being heartless, is going to say, well, we're going to send out a search crew. It's happened before many times. So they're gonna do that. And so how many times do you need to do that before you're like, hey, hold on a second. Tell you what, any Americans that are going from America, you're not gonna do that crap where you don't know what you're doing. If you're going, you need to be a little more organized. So you need to know what you're doing. You need to have, if you've never been there before, you're gonna bring a guide with, or you're not gonna go under our flag, right? Because we're not stupid. You're gonna get lost. It's harsh. So.
Right.
So what you're saying is that you have to basically, once they kind of check off that you know what you're doing, you're saying it's okay from there?
Yeah, the rules are pretty generic there. So we do have another disembodied guest. It is Hugh Jars. How you doing, Mr. Jars?
Greetings and salutations. How are you, MC Toon?
Wait a second. Is this PhD Tony?
No, I'm not as hairy.
I was gonna say you do sound remarkably like PhD Tony.
Everybody,
well, we both speak proper, like what Wheeze does. You know.
Proper what?
We speak proper. You know, like what Wheeze does.
Like what Wheeze does.
Soon,
okay.
I'm going to send you something so that you. How do you set up like your like? Hugh has a huge arse as his thing. How do you set that up?
Do that in your email profile.
Uh,
That's a Gmail address, so I've used it in Gmail. So that's what you do. It's not in Zoom. Not in Zoom.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say something about Antarctica, if I may, seeing I did a video on it for MC2.
Sure.
So there's nothing in the treaty that says you can't go there. There's various Antarctic territories owned by Argentina, Australia, Chile, France, New Zealand, Norway, and the United Kingdom. And they're the countries that claim Antarctica, but it's not officially recognised because that make the part of the country. But because of the Antarctic Treaty, it's no man's land, really. But those countries do administer their Antarctic territories. Now, if you applied to the relevant nation, the territory that they administer is under the laws of that particular nation. So, and if the laws require you to get a permit to cross into their territory, then you'll have to get that permit in accordance with those laws. But there's nothing stopping someone jumping on a boat and going down to Antarctica, if they can get a boat capable of that journey, and then jumping on the continent and walking straight across it if they wanted to, because no one's going to come looking for you. There's just no way they could possibly have the resources to stop people from doing that. It's only when you actually ask permission to do that the law gets involved. So if any flat earther wants to prove it once and for all, they can just jump on a boat, get all the resources. The biggest thing that would stop someone who asked permission is if they didn't have the appropriate backup, because there's very limited resources in Antarctica itself. So if you get into trouble, you need to have a backup plan to get you out of that trouble yourself. You're not going to be able to rely on people who are on the continent, because there's only a handful of people there anyway. So right. There's no military there, or armed penguins or whatever, saying no, you can't get on the shoreline. It's just not the case. If you wanted to prove that Antarctica was an ice wall, you could go there, and if you avoided any patrols or whatever at the base of Chile or something like that, you'd be able to do it.
I don't know that as a flat Earth argument. I hear that usually from spherical people who talk about flat Earth, but flat Earth people don't say things like that.
Austin Whitsitt said it 2 weeks ago.
That's not our thing.
Austin said it 2 weeks ago. Not about penguins. The penguins thing is a joke, yes.
Oh, penguins is a joke.
Yeah, the armed Jewish penguins.
Well, I mean, there's not many people down there, so you have to arm the penguins. You see.
Man.
So let's see here.
Oh shoot.
Where did that go?
So it's only when you try and do it legally that you might have the government involved. But if you want to do it illegally, no one's going to stop you, really, because they couldn't really be bothered with you.
It's too.
They won't, but I think ultimately, in the end, you will have to ask for some help. because that's going to be so much supplies. Because it's not the wall is just. It's not like the ice wall and then 10 feet. Oh, hey, there's the wall. It's going to be deep. So we're going to have to go far. That's a whole nother continent, pretty much. So that would be in and of itself a whole thing. It's just like honestly,
huge.
Let me give you a little bit of esoteric knowledge. It's like the eyeball. It's like the whites around your eyeball, okay? That's going to be a far, deep white. You're not going to just get there automatically. So let's let y'all in on that one. There you go, Tom.
So wait, if the Arctic is the white around the eyeball, does that mean people who live on brown-eyed people's eyeballs have oceans full of, you know?
All of the coloring in your eyes is just symbolic of all the land that we live on. But that black middle part in the middle of your eye is just like the black hole at the center of our flat Earth.
Yeah. I did hear you say this before. Oh God.
Hold on.
Schwarzschild radius.
The black hole in the center of the.
What you got, Tone? What you got?
Are you with?
By the way, I've been meaning to mention it. Your audio's kind of weird in the call. It's fine in the stream, but it's weird in the call.
Mine is?
It's kind of doing back and forth stuff, Jordan, because it's doing it with me too.
Yeah,
it's kind of doing back and forth stuff.
You're a little quiet and kind of, I don't know. It sounds like you're on we're hearing you through the telephone.
Well,
all it does is tell me my bandwidth is low sometimes. That's all.
Yeah. It ain't gonna get fixed right now. So, all right, Keith, let me get this straight.
Not just for us, anyway.
Do you think that there is Mount Meru at the North Pole?
He went there with it. Oh my goodness! All I can say
I'm familiar with it.
I do think there's a hole. Well, I'm not. All I can say is I think there's a hole. I don't know about Mount Meru. It can be. I don't know. Maybe that's the mountain Christ was taken up on. I don't know. But all I know for sure is I would say that just like our eyes, that's pretty much the layout of the earth. So there is a come on now, Tone. You scripture. The four rivers. That's where it came up from. It's not even Tigris Euphrates. It's from there.
No, the Four Rivers is in the Middle East. But have you done?
It sure is not.
Have you done Blood Over Intent yet?
Say it again.
Have you done your Blood Over Intent video?
No. Blood Over Intent video? No, I have not seen it.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, not at all.
Okay. Well, I'm glad for that. A lot of the Mount Meru and there's a hole at the North Pole. Somebody could write a song about that, I suppose. They go along with Quasi-Luminous. He kind of does that. He thinks that he has the Spear of Destiny, and that if enough people do this Blood Over Intent ritual, which is that then he can go to the North Pole. Right? Not suicide. He can then go to the North Pole and, using the Spear of Destiny, open up the portal, the magic portal, to paradise, and then go in, and he'll bring his people with him. They were going to do it in 2019. It kind of didn't happen. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad for that. There's a handful of them. Quasi-Luminous he's really weird. He literally calls himself Lucifer. And Flat Earth Paradise.
He likes the TV show.
I think he predates the TV show, calling himself that. Flat Earth Paradise is another flat earther and he has a big channel. Devin Maggi is a fan of Quasi-Luminous, and then there's a couple others, like Flat Earth Millionaire is one of them. So let's see. Alyssum says,
understand this black hole theory.
Yeah, let me read this, and then we'll get to the black hole theory. Alyssum says, for $5 Australian, says, I wish more flatties were like Keith. Heck, latest a year ago, we had no flat Earth cult anymore. Keep it up, Keith. You're gonna be back soon.
Oh yeah, I'm trying.
Okay, so let's hear about the black hole.
Yeah, because I just wanted to ask one question about it because I did look it up and I actually did get that term correctly. Um, so you said that there's a black hole at the middle of the flat Earth. What is the like? Is that the reason we all like? Is that what you are putting forth as the reason for gravity on flat Earth? Is that what I'm getting? Because that's the only way I
That
could
wouldn't work.
see. Sorry.
Well, that would mean at the edges we'd be leaning on our sides.
Right.
No,
But
no,
I mean,
no,
what
no,
else
it
would
wouldn't. No,
the
no.
result of a black hole in the middle of the Earth be other than?
Okay, so two
That's
things.
just-
So two things. As
Okay.
far as going to the edge and being everything he was talking about, that's because they're taking the spherical model and applying it to the flat model. You can't do that. So that's why it's weird like that on that level. But what you're talking about, maybe, when it comes to that electromagnetism, that hole in the middle of Earth, as it puts the electromagnetic field around us, that for some people they would say that's what you call gravity. Yeah.
See,
But that would mean the black hole is a long way below us, because
Yeah.
it affects the Earth pretty much the same, with minor variations all around the Earth. So how deep is the flat Earth?
It would mean that hole, it maybe it doesn't quite, but it can officially do this. It would mean that hole go to the very bottom of what we would call hell. It would be at the very bottom.
Okay, so we've established before that last time we talked, I'm pretty sure that you don't necessarily believe that there's a firmament or that space is fake. Am I correct? Like
No, so
you don't
so I
deny that
believe-
space exists.
I believe in a firmament, but I believe in space. So the firmament would be the outer edge. That's the outermost edges of space.
Okay, so the firmament would be beyond whatever man has traveled to at this point.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
and by that, you're saying that like any probes that we claim to have gone into deep space would then be fake, correct?
No.
All right. Well, then, okay, then your firmament's way far back. All right, so then I guess
past the Oort cloud.
so you would literally believe that we're living on a disk floating through space with a tiny sun. Fight the flat Earth. Yeah, sorry, I can't do that.
I saw that coming though. Did you know that black holes weren't even a thing until 1958? So what did you say about this sort of theory before then? What did people say about it before then? Because there were no black holes before then.
Well, that's a whole other topic, right? That's a whole other topic right there, because now you're getting into when.
But if we're talking about the cosmology of the flat Earth, it's going to be consistent all through time, surely.
I don't know if I'd agree with that.
It doesn't change.
Sure, it can. What do you mean? It can always change. Tomorrow they can say there's 3 planets. What do you mean?
So
Well,
what was causing
hypothesis
gravity
can
before
change.
1958? Hypothesis can change, yes.
Yeah.
But you're basically saying, but if a black hole is the thing that was creating gravity, but we didn't even know about black holes, so no one could postulate that before then. So what were they postulating before then?
Well, that's a whole other set of questions, isn't it? That's like more of a, if they thought it was this and it wasn't that, well, how did it still work? That's kind of the question you're asking me.
Well,
I hear.
I'm trying to get some context for how this idea came about, because I haven't heard any evidence for it yet.
I don't think you ever will hear any evidence for this one, man. But as
So
far
why
as
would you
I'm just
believe
letting
it?
you know, I'm just letting you know that there's a set of people, as far as they understand it, that they're going to tell
okay.
you there is a black hole at the middle of the earth. And so
All right,
when
so
you
you're
read the
just letting
scripture
me know
talking about
that's
the
fine.
4
I accept
rivers,
that.
the 4 rivers in scripture have nothing to do with the Middle East. It has to do with as the water comes out of that hole, where those waters tend to recede to.
And you have a
In the 4
citation for
directions.
that?
Of course not. What are you talking about? This is scripture.
No, he's not.
Scripture
He's
is
not
a
presenting this
citation.
as his idea.
Well, even
Of
if I
course
am,
not.
I
I
could
love
be,
that.
but it doesn't mean you have to accept it. You know, even if I were, it doesn't
You're
mean
just
you have
saying
to
it
accept
is,
it.
yeah.
You know.
You're just saying it's an
Well,
idea
it's
that
just
people
saying
have,
here's
yes.
an idea. It's just saying here's an idea. And
Okay.
either you accept it or you don't accept it.
I choose the latter.
That's how I like
That's
to keep
easier.
it. Yeah, hey, you know, do it how you got to do it. But that's what you know. Oh, Toon, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one, Toon.
Okay.
You're gonna love this one. Oh my gosh. Guess what, Toon? Pie is not pie.
Oh God.
Is it 4?
Do
Oh
I?
yeah.
Do
Oh
I
yeah.
know what you're
pie.
gonna say?
Oh yeah. I figured I hit y'all with that one.
Is it
Pie
4?
I'm not even gonna say what it is. I'm not
Yummy
gonna
pie.
say what it is. I'm not
Are
gonna
you
say
one
what
of
it is.
those people
It's
who
not
think
like-
that? Are
it's
you
not
one
like
of
it's
those
4,
people
like
who
you
think
said.
that pi is just 3?
Well, hold on.
Because of that
So
one thing about
let's
something
first be
being
clear.
3 cubits by 3 cubits by 3 cubits.
let's
All
first
right, let's hear.
be clear
Let's
about
hear.
what it actually is. Pi is actually circumference over diameter. It's a ratio. That's what it actually is. It's a ratio.
Yeah.
But it does have a particular number to that ratio. There is a specific number to that ratio, and the number we have is not the number.
Okay.
I'm just throwing it out there. No, I can't do that. I gotta wait for my Nobel Prize for that one now. I gotta really hit them now. Come on now.
So
So what's the number?
Just saying that science is, well, actually in this case, math is wrong, which, no,
Circles are wrong.
but just saying that math is wrong doesn't actually prove math wrong.
Let me tell you my favorite.
That is?
Hold on. My favorite pie. Sweet potato pie with real homemade whipped cream. There you go.
Oh,
Sweet
yes.
Potato pie is probably the worst pie. The
All right.
best
Jordan
pie
will
is
be kicked off and never again on my show.
Heck yeah! What are you talking about, Jordan? What are you talking about?
Sweet potato pie. You can't eat more than one piece of sweet potato pie before your stomach feels like.
You don't tell
Depends
my
how big your
stomach what
stomach
to
Same
do.
with pumpkin pie. It's
Oh
too
my
filling
goodness.
to be a pastry.
There's a whole lot of measurements involved with that one, man.
All right, so you're not gonna share with us. You're gonna say pie is not pie, and then not share with us your hypothesis.
I
want this
I
scoop,
have-
man. Look, I am trying to go to school to be a journalist. Let me know the numbers so that I can post this on a blog and then share it to every place in the world when you win your Nobel Prize.
at that point that'll happen, but not yet. But I'm pulling the Mandelbar. I like how Mandelbar pulled it. He was like, "Hold on, man. This is what I do. I do this for a business. I'm gonna send this paper in. Y'all gonna listen to what I got to say about physics because I know some physics. I do this every day. I like that strategy. I like how he did it.
Oh my
I loved
goodness.
it. It was awesome.
The problem with that was, though, he didn't know the physics. He got
He did.
Yeah,
He did.
he
No, he
did
did.
a
that.
basic misunderstanding and refused to admit that he was wrong.
What I saw was part of his frustration with Jack is that Jack was already going over numbers he already went over. He was like, "Dude, I already did this. You don't have to go back over this."
So
That's what he
yeah,
was kind of
all
upset
right,
about. He didn't have the patience, that's for sure. He didn't have the patience, that's for sure.
yeah. Let me read a couple things here. We were talking about the marketplace of ideas, and Stringer News 1 says marketplace of ideas. Try used car lot.
Oh yeah.
So that was John Mandelbar, right?
No, in the flat Earth, the marketplace of ideas is that pawn shop that you don't really go to because all of the customers take in a weird way.
I thought that was for the spherical Earth he was talking about. My bad. Okay, now I get it. Okay.
That's the marketplace of flat Earth ideas.
I've got a interesting metaphysical question for you guys. If you ate yourself, would you be twice as big, or would you disappear?
You could,
Disappear.
I mean, you would
Disappear.
probably die by the time you got your arm down.
So you wouldn't finish eating yourself.
You'd stay the same technically, unless you use the restroom after. You'd stay the same way. I mean,
I don't think you would somehow. You wouldn't have an arm for a start.
I mean, but the arm would be inside of you. I mean, except for the bone. Yeah, you wouldn't eat the bone. So, yeah.
Well, then you wouldn't be eating yourself. Then you got to eat all of it. Eat
I
what's
mean,
on your
yeah.
plate, Johnny.
How can you finish your foot if you haven't eaten your femur?
Something like that. Yes.
Oh God. Allison says, I burned myself once I smelled tasty. I burned myself once I smell painful.
I've been burned. The doctor did it to me. When I had a little procedure twice, one on either side. Take care of some swimmers.
Man.
I dropped a blowtorch.
Keep them swimming.
and Got a pretty significant burn down my right leg, and yeah, it's not fun. Smelling your own meat cook isn't a
No.
It's not a fun time.
So, Alisum says avocado and kiwi fruit pie is the best pie.
And I agree with that statement.
I've never had that.
It's not you're thinking of it like pizza with tomato sauce and stuff like that. It's not like that. I'm pretty sure if he's talking about the thing I'm talking about, substitute the tomato sauce with yogurt, most likely some type of Greek yogurt or something like that.
Or custard, maybe.
Custard, yes. Yogurt, no.
Custard, maybe.
Yeah. Custard, yeah, I could also see that. Some type of sweet something, and then probably I could see white chocolate shavings on top of it. The one I had was kiwi and strawberry, and I really enjoyed that. The strawberry looked like little slices of pepperoni, and they cut the kiwi to look like peppers. It's pretty cool.
Well, this is becoming MasterChef.
No, I mean, I could explain to you what I made for dinner this afternoon, but
NS Sherlock says, "Is this guy stoned? Dude, where's my car?"
No, I'll be honest. I live in Michigan. I could be right now if I wanted to be, but right now I'm just very, very sick, and sick me and stoned me sound incredibly similar. I don't have the lung capacity to do anything like that right now. I'd probably cough my lungs out at the smell of it.
But dude, where's your car?
Dude, where's my car? See, and the cool thing about that tune is that my last name is Sweet, and there's that scene in the movie where the dude has the word sweet tattooed across his back, and all my life I've joked about getting that tattoo, that exact same tattoo, so I can be like, what's mine say? The funny thing about that movie is, just like Bill and Ted, I don't think they ever actually reference that they're stoners. They just...
Bill and Ted were stoners?
Huh? Really?
Bill and Ted were
stoners?
What?
So obvious.
Yeah,
Hold on a second.
Without showing it. He must joke. He's joking. He
Bill
knows
and
it.
Ted were...
Oh, I don't know. I've never been on drugs or anything, so...
No. I thought you were joking.
Before a procedure. Yeah. I was joking, yes.
Got you. Right. Yeah.
Most of the things I say are jokes, but yeah. Usually not very good ones is the issue. So
we've got Lael is Fun is here.
What's up, Lael?
Hey guys, I just stopped in to explain the reasons I was saying the things I was to Kyle.
You are a little soft. If you can do something to fix that.
Honestly, Toon, that is how you sound to me.
I don't care how I sound to you.
I know you don't care how you sound to me. I'm just giving you a reference for what I'm...
Is this any better?
Woo!
That's louder. Yeah.
Larry.
This'll fix it.
Is that better at all?
you opened up tab.
It's about
Yeah,
the
we can hear you.
same.
I don't know what to do to fix it because
There you go.
like our
You're good.
phone lost.
All right, let's hear it.
I'm here to explain the reasons I wrote those things about Kyle that I did, if that's okay. So, MC, I'm the same religious background as Kyle. In the book of Abraham and the book of Moses, whether you guys believe them or not doesn't matter. It's what he believes. And in those books, it teaches that the earth revolved around a star that was close to the residence of God at one point in time and fell. And so the background for that question was that it was there, now it's here. Why would it stop rotating around a star, common star, because it fell?
I have to stop you. Does that not contradict Enoch, the book of Enoch?
It doesn't matter what you believe, it's what he believes.
No. It's not about what I believe. I'm saying, does that not contradict the book of Enoch? Was my question.
I don't think the Book of Enoch is
I
one of their
don't care
books.
about the Book of Enoch.
Okay, thank you. So you do not care about the book of Enoch, and yet you're here trying to explain something which you have no knowledge about. When you have no knowledge of these books, you want to go to certain books that say that there's a problem with somebody. So please go ahead, but let's understand that you are trying to do some type of poison.
Okay,
go on. So go on. So go on.
Kyle was the same religious background as me.
Yeah.
And he's
Go on. Just go on. I know this is poison, so just go on.
No, it's not poison. It's true.
It is poison. I know what this is. So just say what you want to say.
Hold on, Keith.
I did.
The Book of Enoch. The Book of
thing.
Enoch doesn't play in the Mormon faith, as far as I understand.
And
you're correct. And the
and that's no problem. But if somebody's going to talk about flat Earth and how flat Earth works, they need to have that in there. And if they don't have that in there, they are not true to what they're talking about. They are about something else, which is why he's interrupting every time I try to say it. Because I know what I'm hearing right now, and this is a snake. But you please go ahead. Go ahead.
Can I please, real quick, just before you say anything, Keith, you wanted to mention how what Lael just said contradicted the Bible. What was the last thing?
Enoch is not in the Bible, so just be clear. Let's just get everything correct. Let's get everything correct.
Enoch, it's still the people who believe in Enoch are of the Christian faith, and they believe that Enoch should be a canonized book in the Bible.
Let's go ahead and say that what you want to say in connection to what he's saying. Let me just get past this.
I just wanted to ask you, what were Jesus's last words?
What does that have to do with what he's saying is my question.
Because there are many contradictions within that holy text.
There's a lot of contradictions. And you know what? It takes you being intelligent enough to figure out the difference between them. It takes discernment.
The one that fits
so it's not for little babies to come to and just start talking crap like he's trying to do. Which he can please go ahead. And like I say, just go ahead and talk. Let me stop. Just go ahead.
I think you get my point. I'm leaving. I don't want to sit and argue about Keith what Mormonism teaches because I've been a Mormon for 40 years and I know what it teaches, and Kyle is hand waving those stuff away, and he's the same belief system as me. So that's what I came here to say. Thanks for allowing me to come in here without video. I'm done. I don't want to argue with Keith about this. The earth is a sphere. That's a fact. It's not a claim. It's a fact. Thank you, MC Tune.
Have a nice day.
Yeah,
have a nice day, Lil.
Thanks for everyone else being nice except for Keith. Thank you. Have a nice night.
Just to be clear, let me just say one thing. The reason why I didn't even talk, because I knew he was going to pull that crap. He's a snake. I know what they do. I know exactly how they do it. They're going to say it like that. Like, was I being, like, for you guys, maybe you thought, damn, Keith, where'd that come from? Because I know what I heard when I heard it.
All right.
Because I know what I heard when I heard it. That's why. And that's why he was speaking the way he was speaking. I wasn't really rude to him, but I didn't like the way he came at it, with the way he approached it. No. I didn't like the way he approached the subject matter. So when you start saying things like that, you have to understand that. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Tune, you're muted.
No, I can hear him. I can hear him.
No,
I was
I
muted.
got-
I was muted on the
right,
stream.
right.
So, all right, I
Oh,
got to
no,
back
yeah,
up here. So, Keith, both Lael and Kyle are Mormons, and so the Book of Enoch doesn't have any place in their faith. So he's not going to talk about that. He's going to talk about the things within their faith, within their tradition. So I don't know why you kind of got onto Enoch, because it's not something that's a book that they look at or consider at all. So
If anybody wants to really talk about flat Earth, that's a book they have to know. So when I heard him, what I heard was, oh, Cal is talking about flat Earth. Let me just jump in, and we're both Mormons. Okay, but do you know about the Book of Enoch? So it's like, even for you, Toon, it's not something that it doesn't matter with you whether you accept it or not. This is something that we know as flat Earthers. Do you know the Book of Enoch? If you do not, then there's nothing you can really say about flat Earth.
I've read it, and
Okay.
it's not useful.
And honestly,
To you.
if
To
you're
you.
if you're tying,
it's easily shown to be wrong. Easy to show
To you.
it's wrong.
To you.
No.
But there's other people who don't see that.
It's not an opinion. It's
sure
a
is.
fact, right? So the Book of Enoch was written by people that thought that
What about the sun runs in a circuit?
exactly, that's what I'm gonna go to.
But what about the sun runs in a, but either way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter whether it's flat. It doesn't matter whether it's spherical.
Yeah, I'm gonna
When
get
tells
into
you
it.
The
So
sun
hold
runs in
on.
a circuit.
Hold on. Let me
Okay, really?
explain it. I'm about to explain it. So, it talks about circuits, and it has several different portals that it describes, and that it goes through these different portals at different times of the year. It doesn't match because there are no portals. The point is about it that these ancient cultures that used to believe in flat Earth, they were not travelers internationally in large amounts, and so they didn't have the concept that the sun going down for us is still midday for somebody else on a different area of the earth. So it worked for them to just say, well, the sun just goes down, and like the Greeks had it, they thought it went through a tunnel underneath the earth and came up on the other side. Enoch is similar. It went through a portal. That doesn't work because there's always somewhere on the earth that can see the sun. Always. So the portals don't work. It doesn't go through a portal, and there's nowhere that the portal exists. Unless you can show where the portal is, Keith.
I would have to recheck for the portals. The way I understood it, it spoke about the sun running like a marathon runner in a circuit. And that's the thing we really focus on, like in that circle, just going around and around and around and around. That's the thing we focus on.
Yeah,
I would have to check back again for what you're talking about. For
Talks
portals.
about portals.
can I just say, a book says a thing.
Yeah, a whole bunch of books say a thing.
Yeah,
But
but it doesn't have
I
any
mean,
backing.
if the book of
Yeah.
the Book of Enoch says the sun runs in a circuit, and this Spider-Man comic I just picked up says that Spider-Man can outrun Captain Marvel.
Exactly. Which one do you go with? That's life.
You go
That's
with the
life.
one that
That's
you can
fiction.
That's
confirm.
life.
The one that you can confirm, right? So we can test if the sun goes through portals by just looking at it. No, you can call everybody around the earth at different times of day. Does it go through portal? Does it appear somewhere or disappear? No, it doesn't. So
I got
Sun's shining here in Australia.
yeah, it's down here.
It's probably
I've gotta-
nighttime where you are.
I've got to check that portal thing. I've never heard that. I've heard the sun in the circuit, but I've never heard a portal. So I got to check it out.
There's a whole thing, and it's pretty good, because it does a good job of explaining within their understanding of it, because it talks about, because the sun goes through different paths throughout the year, right? And they're like, well, they just divided it up. We don't know exactly, but let's just make up this thing. It goes, when it's here, it kind of goes through this portal that's close to where this is, and then there's another section, and it goes through a portal here. So that's what it talks about. I think the Book of Enoch would be an okay, not a great, an okay, like a background for a fantasy universe, kind of like the Silmarillion is for Tolkien's Lord of the Rings. Silmarillion is better. Now I have read the Silmarillion twice and Book of Enoch only once. So we've got.
So do me a favor.
No, I got this.
another super
I
chat?
got this for yeah. I got Alsum says, and I take back my nicety with Keith.
Uh-oh. Oh, what happened? What happened? Because what happened?
And then
because
hold
I
on.
didn't like the way he came on.
And Cretan Bull says, did Keith's meds suddenly wear off? And Ellison again comes in and says a Hindu flatty would not mention Christian books. So now here's the deal. Lael is back. Sorry, Lael is fun is back. Here's the deal, Keith. Let him talk.
Is here is back.
It's fine. I've gone by both.
All right, what do you got, Lael?
Oh, I was just going to say one more thing about something agreeing with what you said. I'm not here to debate other people because the Earth is a sphere, but I just wanted to mention the fact that the Book of Enoch, and I've read from chapter 1 through however many, I think there's like 89 chapters or something. And in the Book of Enoch itself, it talks about the Earth having a revolution around the sun, not the opposite way. And I think that's in chapter like 74 or somewhere in there. But I've read it. So, but flat earthers don't want people to know that the Book of Enoch actually says that.
And the text for the Book of Enoch is easy to find. So,
yep, it is. It's online. One other point. The point about the portals. I've been trying to research why the person who translated that word, whatever word the English word for portal is in the original language, why he would culturally translate it that way into English to try and understand what their culture actually believed. And I can't find anything on that. Have you found anything on that, Tune?
I've not really looked a lot into it in the translation of it. I looked more into the history of it and when it was written, and it was written by multiple authors, none of them old enough to be Enoch, some of them post Jesus time. So when people are like, well, Jesus mentioned Enoch, therefore Enoch is somehow validated, doesn't work. But even if he did, he only could have mentioned the things that had been written. He could not have mentioned the things that were not yet written.
Correct.
Somebody wants me to do a one chip challenge on stream and not catch up. I don't know.
Correct. I agree with you there, Tune. I think it's also important to understand, even if it was writers, let's say in the 2nd century AD, it would be wise to understand their language, their culture, and why they would use that word, and the translator into the word portal, why he chose the word portal for the translation of what they meant culturally when they said that, whatever the word actually was, to get a better understanding. I don't necessarily think they mean portals like it is in a circuit of the sun going around a flat earth. I don't think that's what they meant. I could be wrong, but I do not think that's what they meant. Anyways, just a little bit. I mean, I need to do more research, figure out how to understand the original Ethiopic. There's different versions in the Book of Enoch, by the way. There's the Ethiopic, there's the Hebrew, and I think there's another language too. I think the Aramaic, which means I'm going to have to learn a lot of languages or find people that understand those languages.
Yeah.
And have read it and culturally what this author is trying to portray when he translates that word into portal.
My opinion on this whole conversation is that once I don't want to say devolve into discussing scripture, because I will admit that there is a certain value in discussing any literary text, but once you start talking literature in a scientific debate about objective facts, I think the conversation has already been misguided. Because as long as we're discussing scripture, we are not discussing the scientific fact that the earth is not flat. We're only trying to figure out what people 2, 3, possibly even 4,000 years ago thought was the case. I don't know how long back the Book of Enoch was written, but
Well, I mean, we
That's
could
just-
go more recent for my religious background to like 1830s and 40s. Some of the references I gave claim Joseph Smith himself said that the Earth was made out of other planets or organized from other planets, which would mean that that other planets existed and God made the Earth out of those planets, which Kyle accepted, but that doesn't make sense in the context of flat Earth, because the flat Earth is the only planet or Earth.
Yeah, that's weird.
I mean, just playing devil's advocate, I could see how maybe he could, like, maybe that this is like the 5th time that God has made an Earth, and like he just keeps remaking it, and therefore every time it's remade, it would have been made up of 4 planets, and then you remake it, and now it's made of 5 planets. You know.
Well, it certainly
Well,
it certainly fits the the ideas about the universe, that the heavier elements were made by supernovas or neutron stars colliding.
Star stuff.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that plus in the book of Moses, it talks about how this planet is one of many, he calls it worlds, but this world is one of the many worlds, innumerable, that God created.
Can you explain? Can you please explain that further when you say the book of Moses? Because I'm going to think of the first 5 books of the scripture when you say that. Do you mean something else? Do you mean Genesis?
Something else.
Deuteronomy?
Yes, I do mean something different. The book of Moses was reported that Joseph Smith was reading the Hebrew version of Genesis, and he translated it into the book of Moses from the Hebrew.
Then it would be the book of Genesis, correct?
Of what verses and stuff meant.
So it's John Smith's belief of what Genesis meant. Is my point. I'm trying to get to specifically what you're saying.
Book of Mormon. The Book of Moses is different than the Book of Mormon, but that's a good point, Toon. The Book of Mormon itself says that the earth moves around the sun in Helaman chapter 13.
This is a very specific question. Are you saying that John Smith is rewriting Genesis? Joseph Smith.
No.
Are you saying that he's rewriting
He was
Genesis
reading
from
Hebrew.
Moses in Hebrew?
Okay, he was reading the first couple chapters in Genesis of Hebrew, and it's reported that he says he received an understanding from the Lord of how to translate that into English, or not. The word translate from Joseph Smith's perspective is a lot broader than just saying this word means this. This word, it means this. So like a direct translation, whereas Joseph Smith used translation as that, plus different thoughts related to a particular topic as a way of translating things.
Okay, I think I kind of see what you're saying, but that would take a whole thing, because that sounds like it goes into different tangents and everything. So okay. And Leo, I'm not here to argue with you, but you came across a certain way when you first came on, because you were bringing up the fact you were the same religion. I know these tactics. When people start saying these things like, set up. So I was just hearing what I was hearing. That's all I'm saying. I'm cool.
You sound like you're trying to attack me still.
Yeah.
Okay.
The way you're coming across.
And I'm not trying to add fuel to the fire here, but
So then don't. And stop.
Keith,
don't.
Stop.
Hold up.
Let him go.
Let me finish what I was saying. It's just that Keith is a religiflurf, and
we got name calling.
I feel like that's really all it is. Once somebody's coming in here trying to use scripture, which normally Toon and I've noticed we don't.
Jordan, right quick. He just said I attacked him, and I was very clear on explaining to him why he came across, and he still tried to make it like an attack. That tells you something about a person. when
I'm
you
not
really pay
gonna
attention to
say-
them. I don't think
I'm
you
not
guys
gonna
have that
say you've
distinction
been
and that
aggressive.
understanding of understanding that, but it's there, and people like me know it.
I'm not gonna say you've been aggressive, but you certainly have been less than civil. You could have been definitely, well, you could still be definitely a little less, I'll just say snappy, just because I kind of get how you feel, because you know that I am religious. I have a very strange religion, but I am religious. And I used to be very Christian. So I know what it's like to have somebody question your beliefs. And I know what it's like to have no credible answer when
Let me
somebody-
just say that the problem you're getting to now is now you're putting things on me and
Huh?
your understanding, and maybe your
I'm just
understanding
explaining
maybe
to you
not
why
quite
I believe
as
you feel
full as what I know. So just that's why I was saying sit back, because you think you have an understanding. You don't, but you will in about 5 to 10 years. Trust me. Just listen to these people. They'll tell you.
which people.
Like Lael. When people come in and tell you they are of the same religion as somebody, you need to know what they're trying to do. And then he tried to say I'm still attacking him. I'm not attacking him. This is what he said.
I don't know why that's a
This is what
thing.
he did.
No, I said I was of the same religion as Kyle, not of you.
Yes.
I specifically said Kyle.
And who am I saying?
You said you.
No. I'm talking about you coming in saying that you're the religion of the person that Toon previously interviewed.
Yes, Kyle. They are both Mormons.
Yes, we are both Mormon, and I specifically gave. Oh, by the way, I should give this little background. A while back, I did post an article by our church, by the president of our church, who says specifically in that article, and he was the president of the church at the time. He posted this in the official organ of the church magazine. The earth is a sphere. That is an absolute truth, and it is an absolute truth that gravity exists. He says those specific words. And Kyle deleted
This
the comment.
has nothing to do with you attacking me saying I'm attacking you.
No,
That's-
I
All
didn't
right,
say you
all
were
right.
attacking me.
You did.
That's enough. We're gonna
Yes.
move
Yeah,
on
let's move on, please.
because
Your
we've
corners,
got
gentlemen.
we've got something very important here from Stringer News 1 says, can we agree that Batman is greater than Superman? And yes, of course we all do.
No.
Somebody else also
No,
mentioned
we
that
do not.
Michael Keaton is the best Batman. And yes,
Oh yeah, of course.
that is
of
true.
course.
No,
Hey,
Adam
That
West.
is
And
also
Nicholas
true.
is the best Joker. You can't beat the Joker with Nicholas. Nicholas is the best Joker ever.
Joker is Nickel's son.
Wait a minute.
the
No,
famous
no,
golfer.
I disagree.
The famous golfer.
No.
I disagree with something you guys said, and I may have misunderstood. Batman cannot beat up Superman because they're both fictional characters. Neither can beat up neither.
That's not true.
No.
That's not true.
If Superman
Okay.
was not holding back and did not give a damn about Batman, Batman would die
Prove
instantly
me wrong.
in a minute.
Prove me wrong that they're not both fictional characters.
I mean,
That has nothing to do with whether one can beat the other.
This is
Right.
this is accepting. This is the suspension of disbelief.
I actually can prove you wrong that Batman's not a fictional character. He debated, he moderated a debate
he's
on MC2's
Been on
channel.
my channel, but
Yeah.
Superman, yeah, he's fictional.
So is Daniel Prost.
Yeah, I can neither confirm nor deny the existence of a Superman, but Batman for sure. And if you take his word for it, the rest. Oh, and Kyle Rayner.
You sure that was
Batman-
Batman? He looked a little bit chubby.
Sorry.
You sure that was Batman? He looked a little bit chubby.
Wait, in that
Maybe he's
case,
been eating the lobsters or something.
Alfred's been making a lot of cookies recently.
All I can say is, huge R's, you have to hook me up with that hippo you know. 'Cause she is doing it.
Really?
Wait,
all
How do you
I
know it's a
gotta say
she?
is-
the hippo.
No, it's a she.
God.
It's a she. So for me, it's a she. So just let
How
me
do
know.
you? Yeah.
I don't want to know about that there.
Yeah, hippo sexing is not one of my fortes.
Boom, look at that right there.
Oh my gosh.
All I gotta say is if it's true that Batman has been on this show before, and that's proof that he exists, then it's proof that I'm fun because I'm here and my name is Lael is fun.
There we go.
I mean, I think you're pretty fun. I'm having fun. Are
Other
you guys
channels-
having fun?
Other channels may not think I'm fun.
So we've got Generally Shady has a little message for you, Keith. He says Keith yells because he's losing Flurf Stew. So a little
Okay, I always say
throwdown.
that.
Little throwdown. And Allison, who
Can I read that by
who flies?
Oh,
You want to
sorry,
read that
go
one,
ahead.
or do you? Yeah.
just the one by Glover?
Okay, I'll take
I wanna read.
Allison.
Here we go.
Says, I don't want to say I'm Superman, but you've never seen us in the same room together. And Allison does fly.
Okay.
That is true. But yeah, Glover Mom says Batman, Adam West, Joker, Caesar Romero. And I will
Absolutely.
agree with you on Batman, but still to this day, the best Joker is Mark King Hamill. And you're lucky I remembered I was on your channel tune because I almost dropped the F.
Mark
I
Hamill?
can.
Mark Hamill, yeah, he voices the
Oh,
pretty much Batman the animated series. Well, no, was he on the animated series? I don't remember.
That might work. A Jedi as a Batman? That'll work.
You guys wanna
no,
know what the-
as Joker.
Oh, okay.
You guys want to know what the best line in any Batman movie is?
What's that?
Chill out.
from
God.
Schwarzenegger?
Yeah. Dr. Freeze, the best line in
Oh.
any Batman movie.
That movie was terrible. That was
I never
terrible.
said the movie was good, but that line
Yeah.
was good.
Nothing beats the laugh of the Joker when he went down, and he had the recording device that just kept going over. Nothing beats that. That's the one, man. Come on now. But anyway.
You got a pretty good laugh yourself, Keith.
Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, he did play Joker in Batman the animated series. I'm trying to figure out where all he played Joker, but of course.
And that tells you that the Jedi are actually the bad guys, and so we need to join the Sith, and that way we can get the Empire and rule everything in the correct way. I'm just saying.
I mean, is
Sith
the
have more fun.
correct way genocide?
No,
Correct
come on
way
now. This
genocide.
isn't about genocide. I bet you the Sith would be really cool with the Ewoks because that's where Darth Vader died. So they go. That's the sacred. That's the
They
sacred
were
site.
really cool. They were really cool to Alderaan too, weren't they?
I don't
And, like,
know.
the entire system in which
That name sounds familiar, but I'm not sure about what it is.
Princess Leia's planet.
What was? No, I already said
That was her planet, right?
the city planet from
Okay.
the prequels.
Okay.
Coruscant.
Yeah, Coruscant.
Yeah, I don't do the prequels. They don't exist.
Oh,
Yeah.
are you serious?
And I will.
Whoa!
I said don't exist.
I will tell you that they exist, and I will tell you why they're
Number
better.
one.
That is the pure
Number one
nerd
is
right
more
there. No,
discovered
Tuna just being a pure nerd. That's all that is. He wants the originals. That's it. I want the originals. Don't touch them. Don't do nothing with the movie effects. Nothing. Just keep it.
I want the original
You just want-
in
you-
the theater movies.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
you want Star Wars. You know, I actually have the first release of the special edition on VHS and no VHS player, and that makes me upset.
I'm gonna disagree with Toon here and say the best Star Wars is a Star Wars Halloween or Christmas special.
No,
So
That's
what is that?
terrible.
Star Wars.
what are you talking
It's Star
about?
I don't even know what this one is.
I'll tell you the best three, and it happens
Oh,
that
no, hold on
I
a
knew
second.
You would have that response. That's
But-
why I said that. I
Oh.
don't really believe that.
Who has seen? Here's the deal, Jordan. We gotta stick on this. Who has seen all the way through the Star Wars Christmas special? In the chat, tell me
I
if
have.
I never even heard of it.
It's,
that's
I've
best.
seen like 2 minutes of it.
It's
it's
boring enough. It's
Well,
even. I lied when I said the
It's-
boringest is part 1.
Yeah,
The
it
Halloween
starts
or
off.
special is
it-
way more boring.
It starts off boring, but then at one point you can't stop laughing, and not for a good reason.
Oh.
Yeah, that's the credits.
Like, you know when you see something on the street and like it's so just mind-boggling that your mind breaks for like 2 seconds.
Sure.
That's what watching the holiday special feels like.
Well, the holiday special, the best part of the holiday special was the credits at the end.
I
Because it was
honestly
over?
Don't think I watched the credits.
Exactly.
I think that was something that I saw the credits start to roll and immediately turned off the TV. Well, didn't turn off the TV, closed down the illegal streaming website I was watching it on. What?
My favorite Star Wars movie, I think, was called The Undiscovered Country.
Where do y'all get these names from?
You guys
That's a
haven't
Star
got that yet, have you?
Trek movie.
I know. I thought
Keith-
you'd have a laugh faster than that.
Keith didn't know. That's all right. Oh, all right.
Heck
Hold on.
No, I'm like, what the heck? Where did these
All
names
right,
from?
so Heat Shield says, whoa, which of you just burned your nerd card on live stream? No VHS player? Time out for you.
Yeah.
I have a
I've
VHS
got one in
player.
the shed somewhere.
I have a VHS player.
See-
It's in the basement.
Tune.
I lost my
Hold on, Jordan,
collection
hold
of
on.
Chuck Norris.
Jordan, Lael's
If
first.
you had a Beta 8 player and had Star Wars on Beta,
No, I never had a beta. My friend owns a Laserdisc player because
Oh, there
he loves Back to the Future. And for a long time, that was the highest quality version of the movie you could have.
isn't that 480p or is that less?
Is that what?
Laserdisc is 480p, right? Which for back then was like the best you could get.
I'm not sure of the format, but it was better than VHS. Yeah.
So it wouldn't be hard.
Wasn't Laserdisc that huge, like, record
Yeah,
size
it's giant.
CD?
And yeah,
A 12 inch
you had to flip it.
or maybe bigger.
And it's thick, very thick too. So he has all the Back to the Futures on that, and then a few others. Not a lot of movies available on Laserdisc. He had T2. We watched Terminator 2 a couple times on there. So let me read a couple things here. We got Alsum says the Empire stands for peace and prosperity.
Yep. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. Swinging that stick to get that piece of prosperity.
And
Hell
Glober Mom nails it here. Episode 4, 5, and 6, and Rogue One. Only good Star Wars movies. I liked
do like
Solo.
Rogue One.
I liked Solo.
Yeah.
So you were the one that went and saw it.
I didn't read the reviews though.
Oh, that was great, Hugh.
I actually like the Mandalorian too. The Mandalorian's really good.
Mandalorian was great. In my opinion, the 3 best Star Wars are
Episode 9.
3, episode 7. No, not 7. Episode 5. Yeah,
4.
5.
3,
Yep.
5,
5.
and 7. Yeah.
Empire
Five
is
is
the
OG.
best, yeah.
Hey, Tune, you want to know
You're right.
what the best part of episode 9 was?
What?
How strong they make Snoke appear, and then how easy he was to kill.
That was great. I will agree. Just
That was the big hole in the
Has a
plot.
sour
though.
taste in his mouth for me now, I think. I don't think Tune likes me anymore.
What?
Something-
Why you say that?
I'm trying.
Looks he's given.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to pronounce this word.
Dictionaries help.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right. So, I think, and I'm sorry if I get your name wrong. I'm just going to say Giles Gosselin. I'm definitely wrong on that. It says for your next Devialet device, Michael. Devialet device. Greetings from Paris. What's a DVLA?
Gilles Gosselin.
Yeah.
And DVLA. DVLA?
What is that?
No idea.
We have been talking on Facebook about the iPhone, and I'm going to get the new iPhone here. And so anyway, I'm looking at
No information is available for this page.
It's
speaker?
It's a wireless Bluetooth device that's ridiculously expensive. And we were talking about that on Facebook. Yeah, $300 for earbuds.
Oh,
Damn.
yeah. That sounds
So, yes.
reasonable.
Almost as expensive as Apple's.
Thank you. I'll put in an order for them right away.
Wait a minute, Toon. I found some that are $1,000,
Yes.
I think that might cover the shipping.
$2,900,
Yep.
$3,500. Wow. You should get those for all the super chats you got.
You know what? I'm gonna buy a camera. Is what I'm gonna do. This is right
You know
now
what?
a webcam. So my next thing is gonna be a camera, and there you can spend $1,000 on a camera easy. So
But don't you need power for being out where you're at?
out
You
where
get
I'm
a
at.
P9000?
Right. I mean, I would say out where you're at, it'd be in the boonies, so to speak. You're not in the boonies, but I'm just saying. Being in the boonies, you gotta get the power, don't you?
I'm in a suburb of
Boonies. Yeah.
the biggest city
Minnesota.
in Minnesota.
Suburb-
Boonies.
Listen, I
We
live
call that the boonies.
I live 20 miles from the nearest gas station.
Where
I am.
Hey.
Keith,
That's boonies right there.
Keith,
That's boonies.
what's not boonies?
Isn't living-
Say it again.
What's not boonies then to you?
A gas station 1 mile away from you.
I
A gas
got
station 20 miles away from you is boonies.
half a mile to a gas
That
station.
qualifies.
I'm okay.
Half a mile?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you within, but I'm still joking about you. I just say it that way.
And Surf asks, "How's the weather?" We got maybe not quite a foot of snow today.
Bro,
Wow, they're up
don't
to
even
negative
tell
20
me
today, right?
that.
You know
They're up
what?
to negative 20?
What's a snow thing I keep hearing about?
Something tells me something trigonomic about that. I don't know what it is, but something about snow, how much speed accumulates. There's something I can tell about this whole dome we live in, about something like that. Yeah, I did say that to piss y'all off.
Wait. The
Can you tell us the trigonomic function of snow, Toon? Since it's
Of
a lot
snow?
where you live? Of snow.
Yeah, it's. Let's see. Hold on.
You know, it does have one.
let me-
Oh, it does have one, Toon. Before
Let
you
me-
go off.
Is it
No, it
SOHCAHTOA?
does
Is
have a trigonomic.
law
It
of
does
sines?
have one, a trigonomic.
Law of cosines?
Uh,
I don't know.
No,
Sorry.
not that one. No, fractals.
8 inches per mile
Fractals.
squared.
When it comes to fractals, it does come in.
Curvature of snow,
Fractals.
yeah.
That's the Toon, because Toon knows. Fractals.
Look, guys, it's getting an aneurysm.
Yeah, Stringer News 1's like, now you can go downtown and stand in the middle of the street to use Verizon's awesome 5G. Yeah, they're the 5G for Verizon is in downtown Minneapolis and near the state capitol in St. Paul, I believe. That's all you can get for 5G around here.
Yeah, so somebody tried telling me, like just joking, that when I first started feeling sick in a Facebook group chat, they were like, "It's all that 5G you've been around," and that. Man, even when I have been anywhere that they say 5G works, I don't have a phone like that can pick it up, so like I wouldn't even know. So I
Well,
don't know.
if you listen to what Mark Steele says, it's a weapon and it can vaporize you.
Who listens to what Mark Steele says?
A very small number
Wait.
of people that don't understand.
Wait,
Only
so
complete idiots.
I'm confused. Is the lasers that shoot out of 5G the same style laser that shoots out of the Death Star?
Probably, yeah.
Straight?
Yeah, And it's the same thing that shoots out of a laser
Flat Earth
thermometer.
Hero or whatever his name was, Renee, got arrested because he was keeping the lasers from shooting out the 5G?
That was Earth is seriously flat, right?
You're right.
When he turned off the power, or he shut down the engine on that bucket truck that some guy was working on. The looked like it was the power supply for a street light.
I think he was trying to shut down the laser.
Yeah, maybe it was.
That has to be what he was doing.
Yeah,
That's the only explanation that I can think of.
So,
Hey, Tone, quick question.
yeah,
I saw your ring finger. You know your measurements, right? Don't you know what your ring finger should be around your finger? Because it is going to be a ratio, right? As a circle,
yeah,
say
it's pi.
diameter
It's
across.
pi. Yeah, it's
Of course. But I mean,
Pi
have
D.
you checked out what the actual numbers
12.
are?
12. He's got a finger size of 12.
I've done a lot of actual stuff where pi would matter, and it works.
It's gonna work with my numbers too, but yeah.
What's your number? You gonna
That's why I
tell
ask you
us?
specifics. Nope, because y'all always like to go with y'all take the number and then y'all say, nah, see, this is why this number don't work. Woo, woo, woo. That's why I ask y'all questions the way I ask you. But when you got your number for your ring, you do have a number, right?
It's been, believe it or not, a few years, so I don't remember my ring size.
Got you. But you know what I mean. You know what I mean. Like for your ring, for your hand, for your finger, they had to make it a certain circumference. So they gave it a certain pi. Pi is always the same ratio, but you have it right there. That's what I'm saying. Anyway, never mind.
I could measure the tab can here.
Okay. What? Oh, what? Which you gonna like circle the ring around it or something like that?
I could measure this.
Sort of...
right,
Hey,
and then I
Let
could.
me see what you do.
Or you about your ring?
Let me see what you do, too. Let me see what you do.
Wait, Keith, I got a question for him about his ring.
Yeah.
If you picked one point on that ring and went all the way around to that point again, how many degrees would that be?
360.
So does the flat Earth have 360 degrees or not?
Yep.
Okay. What's the diameter?
That would be based off the radius and circumference, right?
So wait, you're saying the flat Earth has a radius? What is the radius of the flat Earth?
What do you understand your world to be?
No, I'm asking you, what is
I know. But I like people to actually involve themselves. I don't like when people just ask questions. I like people to be interactive. For the way you know it, what is it?
Sorry, the way I interact with that is the Earth is a sphere. So what is the radius of the flat Earth?
So the only way I can react with you is to say, what do you know about your world? That's the only way that's going to happen.
The Earth is in fact a sphere. I'm not claiming anything. I'm stating a fact.
And what is it from the North Pole to the South Pole in your sphere?
It would be one complete circle if I started at the North
No.
Pole.
What's the distance? What's the distance? What is the distance?
That same point.
What is the distance?
Complete
10,000
What is the
kilometers?
distance?
longitude line.
Is he not understanding my
20,000
question?
20,000 kilometers.
Thank
that's
you,
right,
Lael. I'm asking you the distance from the North Pole to the South Pole for what you know of, right? Because you're asking me a specific question. So therefore, when I say things back, like listen to me and what I'm saying. I'm asking for what your radius is.
And ask me questions when I ask you a simple question like, what is the radius of the flat Earth? Why won't you answer?
So we're going to follow what I'm saying. So that's why I asked you what I said, because I want to know how to direct this whole line of thing, how we're going. So if you are going with the radius of being 20,000 kilometers, that gives me certain numbers for other things, correct or no?
I am going with trying to understand what the radius of the flat Earth is, and not one flat earther has ever answered that question.
I don't think you even tried to understand what I was saying right now.
Sorry.
Because you didn't even say nothing that had anything to do with what I said. Correct or incorrect?
The Earth is a sphere.
This is why I came at you the way I did the first time we dealt with each other. This is why. Because I already know. You're not even going to deal with my questions. So what's the point?
Well, you haven't dealt with mine, and I asked you first.
So then we're done. And that's it, right?
Well,
Well,
once
why
you
can't-
answer my question, then I'll
Yeah,
answer
Keith,
yours.
why can't you answer?
Why can't he answer mine?
Well, he did ask first.
Because-
Well,
I asked it
conversations
first.
usually mean whoever asks first gets their answer first.
No, that's not how
the
it
way they
works
work.
in Keith's world. The way it works in Keith's world is you ask a question. Let's see what you have to say. I have a
But we're in
question.
Toon World, not
I
Keith World.
will say
We're
what
in Toon.
I have to say, and
Is he broken? He thinks he's going slow.
we will
Something
look
broke. He's
between
roboting.
the
Who was it
two, and then we will consider how to go about it.
Wait.
But all this argumentation you're doing, I knew this from Lael, which is why I said no.
I thought this was Toon's show, not your show.
Oh, that's a good point.
Wow! Now this is Toon's show, not my show. Now I'm supposed to be taking over because he's a snake.
You're
so
not
you gotta
supposed to be
recognize
taking
these
over.
people.
So Keith, this is a
It's
great.
not, Toon. That's the point.
This is a
Are
great.
you missing it?
It's a great question, Keith. What is the circumference of flat Earth?
No, what is the radius?
What
I
is the
asked what
radius of flat
is.
Earth? Yeah.
The radius of flat Earth is circumference over diameter.
Yeah, and what's so you asked what's the distance from the North Pole to the South Pole? We say 20,000 kilometers. What's on flat Earth? What's the radius? So what's the distance from the North Pole to the South?
I'm not going to tell you that because I already
Area.
told you that pi. Okay, I'll tell you what. Going with pi as you understand it, you would take 3.14 times 2, 6.28 times pi, correct? No, excuse me, times the radius, correct?
Yeah.
There you go. He's trying to bring us the argumentation.
but
I'm
you didn't-
telling you right
but
now.
you didn't-
Look at where we're at right now. I'm telling you, already know.
But you didn't say the radius.
Because then I got to give you my pi number.
Well, you just said pi. Pi
I'm
is
not giving you that.
3.14. Is it different on the flat Earth than it is on the sphere?
Yeah,
It is different
I'm
for
kinda getting-
yes, it's different for me, Lael. It is different for me. For me, pi is not what you know as pi. Your pi is a crap pie. The real pi is not your number. How about that
pizza
one?
is a good pie.
We
and
want a
so is
yummy
pie.
pie instead.
Pie is a good
yeah. We want a
It-
pie
oh,
that
definitely-
works.
It's definitely yummy pie. It's definitely yummy pie. Oh yeah, it's definitely.
And you know what I hear is really good is ketchup potato chips that are old.
No,
that's-
they're terrible.
Wash down with tab.
Yeah, I heard those are good.
Yeah, Toon. I heard
Nope.
that chips that were 2 years past their date were good to eat. Toon, do that.
They're not 2 years. They're from March.
I'm just messing.
What year?
This 2020.
1828.
Nah,
Oh, okay. Well, you know what happened in March 2020? Everything went to shit.
I know. Except for those chips, they
Maybe-
lasted way
look,
too long.
He didn't
Look.
say. He didn't say
Open-
March of 2020. He said March of 1818.
Opening that bag of ketchup chips started all of this tune. You need to finish it to end it.
I will
It's
not
done.
be.
Burn
There's
it.
too
Burn
much
it.
in there.
Take it out to the barbecue and just burn it.
Oh my goodness. Barbecue. You're
Well,
not
once
At
from.
least they don't taste.
You're
stale,
not from
right?
Canada. You don't get to say barbecue. It's a grill.
Hey, Toon.
We've got Neriel in
Toon, at
here,
least the chip is stale now.
Nuriel, what's up, Nuriel?
a round thinker.
Hello.
So hold on. We got something from Alyssum. Says Keith's understanding of a conversation reminds me of Vlad's. Don't turn into him, Keith. You started off so reasonably.
Yeah, you're better than that, Keith.
Hey, well, I'm gonna be me, but I know what Lael was doing when he first came on. Okay, I know my tactics, and I know when I see him.
Okay, perfect. Anyways, so hey, Toon, you know who I miss?
Okay, perfect. So anyway, so
Let him talk.
See, now you're just mocking.
I
me.
missed the flat Earth. The flat Earth.
really, George.
What was his name? Flat Earth Hero? The guy that made fun of flat Earth and did these weird experiments.
Owes Toon
Oh,
a lot of money.
Just flat. No. Flat out. Right?
Flat out.
Oh,
Just
right.
flat
Flat
out.
out. That guy's funny. I love that guy. I wish he would do more.
I just got what you were saying, Toon. You mean that the 3 times of turning at 90 degrees, you would go back at a certain point. That's what you mean, right?
Yeah.
Because if it's flat, it's a square.
Flat out should do something proving the pizza-sized flat Earth disc.
Hold on, Lael. Hold on. To Toon. you were doing a triangle,
You mean
and he was expecting a rectangle, right?
No.
That
no.
was the difference, right?
Different topic. Not Flat Out Hero. He's talking about Flat Out. So Flat Out Hero is from Arizona, and he did this $100,000 challenge right here that I easily solved.
Right.
Flat Out is the dean of students for the Flat Earth Community University. And I saw him in August.
I'm talking about Flat Out Hero.
Oh, you
though.
did? Is he as funny as he's in video?
He talks
I'm
the
sorry.
same. Yes. He talks the same in person.
Wow.
Just what was the acronym for the Flat Out Community University?
Flat
How do you
Earth-
pronounce that?
Feck you.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. I think that's the closest I'm ever gonna get to hearing you curse. So
Maybe you could hook up with him again, Toon, and have him.
I'm sorry. I've heard Mr. Toon almost loses himself in one of the debates. Versus,
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was, but
Joey
Talk
Rocha.
about it, thinking you sound like you know something. What is it? What did I miss?
Joey Rocha.
Oh,
The man's a god.
Joey Rocha is? Oh, take that back.
Oh, yes. He's got a 19-pack, don't you know?
In his own head, he
Uh,
certainly is.
Hey, Toon, what do you think
anytime
of
I'm on a stream, I pray Joey Rocha is in the live chat just so that I can just misrepresent what he says, considering that's what he does on every live chat ever.
Jordan, that's exactly who to get for your debate, dude. That's
Hey.
exactly who to get.
All right.
Hey, Toon,
Yes.
what do you think of my thought of him doing a thought experiment with the flat Earth and a laser disc?
What was
'Cause
that?
That's right up his alley. I don't know. He could come up with something that's right up his alley.
Oh, yeah.
Nah, it don't work like that.
It would be good. Yeah. So I was just like, I could find a picture. I posted a picture of myself and him on my Discord server. I'll find it.
I'm sorry, but this is making me laugh because the more I talk about him, the more I think of him climbing out of his truck with skis on.
Oh, he not skis. He had 12-foot pieces of wood bolted
that's
to his
right.
shoes.
You're right. That's right.
Or horizontal
They were-
stilts.
Well, they were kind of skis, but they were elongated skis.
All right, so Lael, let me ask you though, because you threw me off the way you came in. I'm not gonna lie. You made it seem like you were really attacking somebody else who was of the fellow religion. Are you really of that religion?
Yep.
And you really believe in it just like he believes in it? You just believe he shouldn't be going in a certain direction?
I believe that he's been misguided because I believe that Joseph Smith believed the Earth was a sphere. Now, Joseph Smith never actually said those exact words, but I don't think in any of his writings that he could believe anything different than it being a sphere.
Okay. And that's fine. I was just curious about that part because you came in kind of a different way. I was like, whoa, you shouldn't do that. You should just say what you believe. You should just say what you think, how you think, where you place yourself, where you're at. Once you start getting into, oh, they don't believe that. Well, they really part of our religion, but I don't trust that. That gets into weird areas that I got to stay away from.
Keith, I can understand where you're coming from on that. When Toon read off my chats, it kind of appeared to me as if he was thinking I was in left field when I did those chats. Am I correct? Are you assuming that, Toon?
Say that again.
When you were reading off those chats that I gave to Kyle, you very much thought I was in left field.
No, I didn't. I knew there was context I was missing. And I was unsure if you were of the same faith as him.
But there was kind of a left field type feel there.
Yeah.
Like, compared to the rest of the questions.
Yeah, it wasn't the
My
same.
questions were very much left field.
Yes. Yep. So So we've got another one in here, and it's showing your name, whatever you.
Oh, hello. Sorry.
So whatever, it's up to you.
Oops.
And we've got Neriel.
Constantine, that's you? You there?
We've got Neriel
What you
on
doing, Constantine?
camera even. How you doing, Neriel? Let's talk
What's
to
up,
him.
Neriel?
How you doing
The
today?
Yabacon and everything.
Why do you want to know?
I'm gonna go get my Batman cereal with Coinbank. You guys talk amongst yourselves.
Batman doesn't exist.
Don't talk too much, Keith.
No, I will.
Not exist.
It's been forever. I've never talked to Nuriel. What's up, Nuriel? How you doing, man? It's good to talk to you, man, face to face like this. Somewhat.
What's up?
Oh, you got the kids coming in. You got the kids
Yeah.
coming in. I see you. I see you.
Nope.
1 second. What's up?
Where you at, Nuriel? Israel? What city? What city?
It's a teeny tiny settlement with only 37 families here.
Like you on the border near Egypt or what?
What?
Are you on the border near Egypt or
No.
near, Syria?
Just it's almost in the exact middle. Yes, 1 second.
What you got there? That's the is that what, like expanded Lego or something?
That's
Batman?
That's Batman cereal from 1989 with a free
Ain't
bank.
no damn 1989.
There's a bank in there that I've. Yep.
Okay,
So-
MC2, I'm going to test you. Do you remember strawberry shortcake cereal?
Uh-oh. Wow.
That's not. That's not
Nothing. I
really
have
my.
nothing.
The coolest part about that cereal,
Nice.
No.
the coolest part about that cereal is if you remember Captain Crunch Berries,
Yeah.
strawberry shortcake cereal was just the Crunch Berries.
So Captain Crunch was after some strawberry shortcake?
I don't know. No, I did
I
not.
just said it that way.
Favorite Boo-Berry, Frankenberry, or Count Chocula? Everybody
You know
in the
what?
chat, give us yours as well.
I never messed with those, but I wanted to. That's the funny thing about those ones.
You never had any of them?
No. I think maybe Fruity Pebbles, because that's basically Rice Krispies
What on earth are even
with the
these
flavoring.
flavors?
You know?
So
What was
we got a Boo-Berry from Mr. Unite for the Children. Count Chocula. Nuriel, did you ever have
Blah blah blah.
do you have Boo-Berry, Count Chocula, or Frankenberry? Nope.
Who are you talking to?
Nuriel.
I truly don't know what you're talking about.
They're cereals that are only available in the U.S. around Halloween, so we probably could get them right now.
We don't really mention this date, although it is my birthday. So
You don't celebrate Halloween.
no, we have some other traditions.
Hey, that's my third wife. But I'm not gonna get into that. I'm gonna move on. All I'm gonna say is, no Rice Krispies, Nuriel?
I'm a religious Jew, so no Christmas.
Isn't that?
No.
I thought it was a U or a K on them though. That's what I thought. I thought you could eat that.
What?
I thought that Rice Krispies had either a U or a K, and so you could eat that. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Okay, don't worry about it.
In America, the packaging has letters on it, so different
Oh,
diets,
that's
people with different
that's what
diets.
I'm
Okay.
saying. Okay.
No, okay, I know what you're meaning, but no, here we have some other
Y'all don't even deal with that, huh? Y'all say, hey, look, we know what's up, and we gonna get the good food, and we gonna eat it, huh? That's how that works, huh?
Yeah,
I would imagine all food in Israel is kosher.
We have like a very, very few stores that serve not kosher food, but
right.
99.999% of the food you can buy, by default, it is kosher.
I guarantee everybody that if you eat kosher, you will put 10 years on your life. Guaranteed. Guaranteed.
I don't know. I had bacon for breakfast.
Oh, Toon. No. Wow. No.
Bacon.
Wow. The enemy. The real enemy in the body. That's the microbial enemy right there. Oh, no.
So, yeah. So, in America, there's a K on stuff to say it's kosher. So...
And there's the OU sign, and I'm pretty familiar with some of them.
Okay.
Okay. But you don't deal with them, though. You got your thing.
1 second. I'll show you.
Okay.
I had bacon, and Hugh Jars has a pig on his screen.
Yeah, but that's a fat booty, that pig, though. I don't mind that pig, though. She can go ahead and take it.
Calm down, Keith. Calm
My
down.
bad.
Okay.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Kellogg's. You know Kellogg's, right?
Right.
So,
They got it. They have it. They should have it on there. It's somewhere on there. They got that K, just like the K. Yep.
There's that sign.
Oh, yep. That's it.
Right. There it is.
And there is, in Hebrew, here, it has that sign as well. So,
Right. That's what I'm saying. Right, exactly. Cornflakes, that's the way to go, man. Hey, cornflakes for breakfast is champion's breakfast. It really is. You'll live longer.
Yep. And I do have a pig tattoo as well.
Oh no, Toon, really?
Why would you tattoo a pig?
Because he wants that butt, just like you got, Hugh Jars. That's why.
It's only.
Gotta act like.
There is a picture of my tattoo on the internet if you are interested.
Oh wow, it's your shoulder, right? Please don't say nowhere below.
Right there.
Okay.
That's funny. I have a tattoo in the same exact place, Tim.
Is it a pig?
No, it's the royal symbol of the family Vegeta of the planet Vegeta from Dragon Ball Z.
See, that's what we have these days. We got the youngsters out here. They want to claim something from another land, from another thing made up, and we got it right here. No, it's the flat earth. It's God. You right here. Claim your dominance. You good. You are the Vegeta. Be the Vegeta.
I also like Lord of the Rings. That doesn't mean I think dragons are real.
You know what? Maybe they were real, but not quite as big.
So, all right.
Maybe they were knights that had to cut them up.
We got a question here. This is important.
Yeah, let's go there.
Stringer News 1 says from his uncle, who is a Jew and a Great Depression survivor. Question. What's a kosher ham?
Say what now? What's the kosher ham?
What's a kosher ham?
There is no such thing as a kosher ham.
He says the answer is it's kosher if it's paid for.
Real. Say what now?
You gotta stop talking to hear. It's kosher if it's paid for.
I don't like where that goes. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Muriel's smiling. Look at that.
Pretty much straight in the heart.
Muriel's gonna give it okay, but I know where that goes. I don't really like that one. I'm gonna just stay away from that one.
All right.
Okay,
and
there are so many jokes goes like this. Right. I declare you now kosher, and
But Muriel, think about it. I'm gonna say that this is real talk. The person who you decide to go along with is the creator of this world. He's got all the ins and outs. He's gonna give you the money if you want to give you the money. He's gonna not give you the money if you don't want to give you the money. He can do what he want to do, how he want to do it. So it's his thing. He got it. So that's exactly how it works. Let's just be clear. Sorry, no, just have to throw that in there.
I got.
He doesn't.
Yeah.
He doesn't take bribes, so I don't really know how it goes.
Oh no bribe. No, you gotta actually do it. You gotta be about it. Yeah, no bribes. Yeah.
So Keith,
Talk to me.
You're onto something.
Both of y'all talk to me. Both of y'all have a question. What's up with both of you? What's up?
are you talking to me?
Both of you. You and Nuriel have a question. Whoever wants to go first, go first.
Let's hear Nuriel.
Yeah, I was.
I remember we had a chat last time I was in MC Toon's Aftershow. So I want to know what do you think about it and how do you progress with that info I provided you last time?
For the most part, I'm not gonna lie to you. The info I wanted from you was the Jubilee. If you remember when I sent you that direct message about when was the Jubilee? Because I wanted to know the current date, what year we're in, because I want to follow it. I do want to follow it. I don't like it because of what it involves. If anybody who really knows the laws know about it, I'm like, oh, damn. But I do want to know what it is, what date it is, so I can go from there. Because I believe he knows what he's talking about. This is his realm. He made it a certain way. Everybody on this planet for y'all, plane for me, we're a bunch of dummies. He knows what to do. So I'm going to follow his way. So I just was trying to figure out, what was that calculation. I'll say it that way.
I can give you. I'll send you a message on Discord or Facebook or something. Wherever I send you the last message.
Did you hear it? You seem kind of confused. I said Facebook.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
So I'm
just making sure.
Just typing a little bit here. Okay, we have a question to anyone but Keith. So.
Uh-oh. Oh, wow.
No answering, Keith. What's the radius of the Earth? I want to know.
Ooh.
Shh.
I measured the circumference of the Earth in last equinox, which was about
He gives the bull horns.
6 weeks ago. No,
Did a video.
4 weeks ago, exactly 4 weeks ago. And the circumference I got, I sent you that empty tone, right?
Yeah.
Let me find it, just for every one of you will see.
I did it the same day. Yes.
Just one moment.
So far, I think Nuriel, you did you do it 4 times or 3 times? Because of
4.
weather. You did, okay.
From the December solstice to last equinox, 4 times in a row. Where's the search here?
Just right quick, is he saying he has 4 different measurements, or he tried 4 different times?
4 different times he measured the
same
radius.
Measurement, same method, 4 different times.
Okay.
Oh, there it is.
You can share your screen if you want.
Yeah, I want to find this part in the chat.
Just to be honest, I'm just being real. Between Round Thinker and Toon, both of y'all should be the most on what I'm talking about, because it pops you guys up the most if you would go along with it. I'm just saying. Uh-oh, here we go. What you got, Toon?
Just
somebody sent me a message.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh, here go Toon.
Can you see?
Yep.
This is the shadow.
Now, are we doing sine? Are we doing cosine? What are we doing? Tangent, cotangent? What are we doing?
Arctangent.
Ah, damn, you would go there. Okay, I gotta wait for that one. I gotta get a little bit longer.
Okay, this is the height of the stick. This is the length of the shadow. You can do the arctangent by yourself. And
now, hold on. Help me out real quick. When you say arctangent, are we talking about y over X or X over Y?
It doesn't matter. You get either the top angle or the base angle.
Okay.
If you do it Y over X, you get the base angle. If you do it X over Y, you get the top angle. It doesn't matter. It's 90 minus that language, that angle. So there it is.
Yeah, and I did the same thing the same day. A couple other people did, and if we
by the way, my latitude is 31.35 north. So it's all according to my location.
So here's the thing, Keith. I'll turn off your share here.
Okay.
Unless you have more to show. There you go. Okay. So Keith, here's Keith is gone.
Wonder why it was quieter.
Yeah, it got quiet. Well, I don't know where he went. Generally, Shady says Keith says help me out, but refuses reality.
He saw a measurement of the globe Earth, so
and he
couldn't take it.
He ran. Oh, I don't know why. Where'd he go? But whatever. Morton Nielsen said, let me scroll up here. Question for anyone but Keith, what's the radius of flat Earth? I want to know. That's a yep.
Yeah, Keith didn't really answer that, did he?
Well, no, the question was specifically not for Keith, and then he refused to answer it because it would give away his value for pi. I think what he's trying to do is he took the answer and then is declaring that pi must be different because of it.
But he didn't say what that different pi was or anything like that. So
one second, I want to show you something.
All right, 1 second it will be. I don't know where he went. He fell off the internet.
There's the
fell off the edge.
Something called the daily page in the Talmud, and we're in. I want to show you something. Where is it?
While you're doing that, Generally Shady said Earth radius divided by G plus sun's distance times Keith IQ equals 0.
Okay. There's this. Just let me show my screen here so you can see. See this diagram? It's how to calculate the area of a circle.
Okay.
So you take a circle, you see the ring here.
Yeah.
There's a ring, and you open it to this triangle, and then you cut it in half, put it 1 over 1, and you get the area. It's like basically that's the method for an integral. Okay.
Yeah.
And that was written about 1,000 years ago.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool way to do it. I know you use that in one of your videos. Right?
No, not yet. I'm
not yet.
Planning to do more of this. There is a how to calculate the square root of 2. Very, very interesting math we have here. But that's not the idea. It's written on that diagram that the square is 1/3 more than a circle in the area. Like if the area is 3, then the circle is 4. So even though we have the precise method and the measurement, the numbers don't really, really, really accurate. So I guess they knew what the exact number is.
But
I remember what you said.
they used an approximation.
Yeah, I did that on my Facebook page, Life of Pi.
Big Daddy Sheep is wondering why there's a brown hippo butt in the top right. That is Hugh Jarse. Hugh Jarse.
Why not?
They know what it is. They're asking why it's there.
Oh, why? It's Hugh Jarse.
Well, no, it's my spirit animal.
Oh.
Okay.
And it was getting Keith a little going there, which
He was getting excited, yes.
Let's not talk about that.
no.
Toon, I do have something that is kind of exciting. Did you see Team Skeptics debate on Modern Day Debate a couple nights ago?
Yes.
I did not. Yeah, no.
Oh, well, he debated a guy named Conspiracy Castle. And I contacted him and asked him if he was an anti-vaxxer, because he was saying a lot of stuff that like could be construed as anti-vax claims, but he never came out and said it. So I emailed him, asked him if he'd debate me. He said to message James at Modern Day Debates, which isn't good for me because every time I message James, he doesn't message me back. Email James, he hasn't emailed me back.
Yeah. Well, James, as I've said before, James has enough people that he has like raised the bar and said, if you haven't debated before, then get some debates under your belts before you come in to debate on his channel, right? So
what I was the point I was getting at, sorry about just trailing off for a while, but I was just wondering if maybe you could like message him and be like, I could give you his email. You could email him and be like, I'd be happy to host, because I know you'd host damn near any debate. I've seen some. I mean,
I wouldn't host any debate.
Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Well, yeah, that's important.
2-hour discussion.
It is.
It belongs.
What's the problem with you Northern Hemisphere and your people in your pizza eating is you don't use Queensland pineapple. That makes all the difference. The best pineapple in the world, it tastes fantastic. You just use that crappy South American pineapple.
On one type of pizza, and that's it. Barbecue Hawaiian pizza. With ham and barbecue sauce. Lots of cheese. Yes, sir.
Went to the store yesterday. They were all out of Canadian bacon. Because we make
Canadian
pizza.
bacon made from Canadian pigs?
So you just got ham, right?
I did. I'm like, all right. So I went over to the sliced meat section for sandwiches, and I bought some ham. Yep.
Oh no. Tabs and ham, no.
What's your problem with ham?
It's not kosher. It'll kill you. What's the problem?
What's your problem with kosher?
Oh, here we go.
I don't understand your position.
Here we go. No, I love kosher. Me and Nurio all day with kosher. You want to go against it and do the ham?
Yeah, but
and kill yourself.
Here's the thing, Keith. You're just this mishmash of ideas. It's just a random selection of whatever you think is interesting.
It's a little more solidified once you actually talk to me. When you just come from the side and ask questions, yes, I'm a mishmash. I'm all over the place. But once you start really talking, it's like, oh, okay, no, he's there.
I mean,
that's the 45-degree angle he comes from. Okay, I see where he comes from.
Yeah. Anyway, Canadian bacon is fantastic, and
nah.
Yeah.
Is that from your boy Punchy?
Yeah. Specifically, I had I had a burger. It was brunch. I had a burger with ham and cheese on it, or sorry, bacon and cheese on it. So,
ooh,
definitely
all kinds of files.
Yeah, it was wonderful.
Life's too short to eat rotten food.
Oh. I mean, you could live 10 years longer not eating bacon, but who would want to?
But you'd be miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Utterly
No,
miserable.
it wouldn't. No, it wouldn't. You drop the bacon, you put the beans in, you put the rice in, you put the good chicken and the meat in. It's all good, man. You love it. You'll love it. You'll love it. You'll love it.
I just wanted to say that when I was a kid, I had a friend named Caleb, and his family had a potbelly pig as a pet that they treated just like anybody else would treat a dog. And I fell in love with that animal, and for about 3 years I did as good as I could not to eat any meat. I mean any pork or anything, because
you saw it live, right?
I started looking at pigs like I do dogs. But
Right.
I don't know how dogs taste. They could be delicious, and if dogs are as delicious as pigs, I don't think I could quit eating dog either.
Well, the Chinese reckon that's pretty delicious.
Bacon.
That's honest. Yeah, exactly. That's not. Yeah. Somewhere in the east, they might have some thoughts about that. Yeah, that's
So,
honest.
Keith, good news, Keith. God's Perfect Banana has announced that he's going to be eating extra pig meat today just for you. So whatever pig you won't be eating, he will be eating. So there you go, to keep it balanced.
That's like, that's like going to the. That's like I was asking him to go to the positive side of Y, and he went to the negative side of Y, and just descended into the descent to hell. Like, why? No, why? Your bones, your cells will thank you if you don't eat it. I'll tell you like that way.
Keith, do you understand the reference in the name God's Perfect Banana?
Jordan.
I don't think he does.
This world has been made perfect by somebody else. Even though I get the jokes. He going to say stuff.
What's the joke?
Even though I get the jokes.
What's the joke?
Come on now. Come on, Toon. But even though that's the joke, still, he made it a perfect way.
He doesn't know the joke. Jordan, he doesn't know it.
Toon's going to say that, but whatever. Like, he made it a certain way, okay? He's made it a certain way.
Is an atheist's biggest enemy. Because if we hold it, you'll see the banana fits perfectly into my hand.
The manna? What manna?
No. All right, hold on.
Back in the day manna?
Let me back up, Keith. His name is God's Perfect Banana. So he's talking about bananas, not manna.
Penises, right? Yeah, basically.
No. Banana. Cavendish bananas. You don't have the background of the joke. It's from a video.
No, not that one.
That I played on
Cavendish
here.
Is the experiment. I don't know about no bananas.
Cavendish is the name of the bananas that you eat.
Ray Comfort.
Ray Comfort.
You mean the regular yellow?
Yeah, a banana. The bananas that most people eat in America are called Cavendish.
And they're genetically engineered.
Yeah.
Okay.
They weren't made by God at all.
Okay, but that's I don't really know what that has to do with anything.
I know, because you didn't watch the video that we all did.
Yeah.
Even beyond that, though. I mean,
I'm gonna send it to you, Toon. Can we watch it just to laugh at it?
One more time. All right.
I'm gonna
just a relevant bit. You don't want to get a copyright strike.
Honestly, Toon.
Will Ray? Oh, I just sent you the thumbnail. Oh my God, I have done that like 7 times today.
Honestly, Toon, between you and George, the both of you can really get some really good people in that group that you and I are in. There's some really good people who can really give you some really good stuff. You're gonna be you. That's what it's gonna be.
They all have me blocked. I'm sorry.
Well, okay. I'm not gonna say his full name. Don't say his full name. But what about Nick? Does he have you blocked?
Mm-hmm.
He did. Oh.
That's what I mean when I say all Swifts are cowards.
No, they're not cowards. They just don't want to deal with certain things.
Because you want to know something?
And I can understand that.
You have me blocked on Facebook too.
I don't have you blocked? No, don't start that, Jordan. Now you gotta come with that crap.
Does.
Say what?
One of your accounts does.
I don't have one account.
There are 2. because you posted something. Oh, you might have deleted that actually. Now that I think about it, you posted something about.
It's gonna be my name. If it doesn't have Keith, it's not me. Let me just say it that way.
You were
Or
upset
it's secretly
that
me.
people were comparing you to primates, and that you were blocking everybody who would do it. So I asked you.
Say it again, though. Say it again.
You said something about getting compared to chimps and primates, and
That was Lorenz Forrest. Don't say his name. That was Lorenz Forrest.
Yeah, I asked you if you would be okay with the classification of ape, to which the next thing I knew, I couldn't find you on Facebook.
No, that's not me. That was him. I saw that, George. I was meaning to ask you about that, but that was him. Because that was very funny that you would put that up.
I thought for sure it was you, but
no, that was him. That was Lorenz Forrest. You said that directed to Lorenz Forrest, and you said, "What about?" That was kind of off to say that too, dude. Because come on, man, we in America. You should know about racism and how that works. And chimps, monkeys, and all that BS and all that crap. You don't have to talk over me. Just let me just go ahead and say my piece right now, because that was messed up, and you shouldn't have said that. I'm gonna say that for him, because I'm cool with you. I'm cool with you. I have no problem with you. But I think for him, that was something to really know. That's why I'm asking you to stop talking over me, because I'm trying to tell you.
Jordan, let him finish, Jordan.
That was serious. Yeah, Jordan, that was serious. That was like you shouldn't have really even gotten into that conversation, because that was for the other idiots. And Lorenz Forrest was going to block whom he chose to block. And you came in, and I was like, Jordan, why? Why did you do that? But I was going to talk to you. But that was that. But everybody else, Jordan, you're not them, so I'm not looking at you like them, but they're a certain way. He was good to block them. It's not me, Jordan.
Right,
it might have been him.
Let Jordan respond.
Now, I just want to say that while you're saying I'm bad for bringing something up,
I'm not saying that.
My entire, because you said, why would I bring it up? My entire reasoning for bringing that up is because of this debate that I've been trying to get on you about having on the topic of evolution. I have seen you say multiple times that you are not an ape. I have seen you say that multiple times. Tell me what genetically classifies you differently from the phylogenetic classification of ape. What is different from a human than an ape phylogenetically?
Let me just say this. Jordan, from you, I understood that's what you were saying, and so I understood that, but it wasn't the right time to put in that conversation for what was going on. That's the only thing I'm saying. I understand what you're saying, and we can have that conversation, but for him and at that time, that was not the thing to say. That's all I'm saying.
I thought 100% for sure that was you, which is why I brought it up.
No, Lorenz Forrest is not me. No, I'm not Lorenz Forrest.
Let's get off of that.
Yeah, please.
So now here's the thing, Keith, that's different between you and Neriel that I really appreciate. Neriel, what do you think about me having a cheeseburger with bacon this morning?
He's gonna say he hated it.
Good for you.
No, Neriel. That's not what the rabbi would say, right?
Keith, let him explain. Let him explain.
Keith, we had a conversation about that the last time he told me, and I said to him one sentence. There are 7 commandments for those who are not Jewish, and don't eat ham is not one of them.
Right. Right quick. It's not Abrahamic, it's another one, right? Or is it Abrahamic laws?
It's the descendants of Noah.
The Noah laws, the 7 Noah laws, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Got you. Okay.
There are only 7 of them, and the only one that has something about food is don't eat your food while it's still alive.
Right, like, with no blood.
Kill the animal first.
Right.
That's the only thing.
So octopuses in Korea alive is a no-no.
Sashimi, not good.
Why do you think they die
Sashimi
at 65?
is alive.
Wait, sashimi's dead though.
No,
it's not dead long, but it's still
dead.
Doing this.
Yeah, octopus, live octopus is not, I don't think,
Sashimi
sashimi. I don't know. Maybe it is.
What about the Klingons eating guck?
They got that arm that fluctuates every 15 seconds, so it's still.
No, I mean, like, don't. It's not like take it and like just kill it first. Don't start to slice it while it's still alive. I mean, they put a bullet in his head first, and
I get you, Nurio. This is for them. I'm just messing with them. I get you, Nurio.
All right.
And that's it. And like you, I have like about 100 times more commandments. So,
No. Yours are mine. I'm just not good. You're just better at me. That's all. Yours are still mine. I'm just not good at doing them. That's all it is.
no, you know that it's an urban legend because there are some commandments for men, some for women, some for priests, some for the
Right.
king.
I'm
You know,
ultra though.
Only the king have some commandments.
Right. And only and besides, I would say besides the king, only the Nazarite, correct? That's the ultra form of Jewish, isn't it?
No, it's not.
No,
like,
really? Okay, well, all right.
no, they don't have something like extra.
Well, not yeah, right, not like that. But I meant more so the challenge of going through the process and doing it, more so on that level. Because it's hard to be a Nazarite. You have to do so much to be a Nazarite, which Jesus was for us and me and mine. You wouldn't necessarily accept that, but to be a Nazarite, it's so much harder. It's just that's a harder grind, dude. Than regular.
I need to take a look about that. I don't really know.
Okay,
what you're
I got
talking
you. I got you.
about. Send me a link. I'll read it and we'll.
Yeah, we would have to talk about that. As
Conversation
far
about
as I know, the ultimate Jew is actually the Nazarite. That's what I know.
The ultimate Jew. Do they wear like capes and
They should.
a thing on their
they
chest?
should.
Like
Darth Vader style. Darth Vader style with
there is
it.
that superhero. What's
Yeah.
his name?
Hey, Nuriel, it is though. That's the point of it. It's telling you how to be Superman. I'm gonna just tell you like that. It's telling you how to be Superman.
All right,
Tell you
so
like
Keith,
that. Yeah.
Nuriel showed you his measurements. Now, you may not have seen enough of it to really get the grasp of it, but the point is that you can use the measurements he took. He took them, and I took them, and did you get? How many others did you get?
Heat shield and
These are all
So
21s,
four.
right?
So 4 people measured the angle of the sun.
That's the 21s, right?
On September, the September equinox.
The 21s. Yeah.
Well, it's not always 21. Sometimes it's 22.
Yes, it is. No.
It's not always 21. So, and so you can take those, and then you can take that angle, and then you
Every
can
fourth year.
triangulate you can first hypothesize that the Earth is flat, and then use that to triangulate the elevation of the sun.
can I screen share again? So
Yeah.
He will. So you will continue talking. I will put my my diagrams there.
Yep.
I do have an answer for you guys with the whole solar system and
Yeah.
where we see.
We'll go through. Hold on, we'll go through this. So, as soon as he gets it up, so. And I know, Keith, we went over this before, but your answer was, I think, just I don't believe it.
Uh-oh.
Right? But
No, come on, Toon. Really, honest. Toon,
well,
really?
let me.
That's how you're gonna do me.
Let me go through this then again, right? So we hypothesize that the Earth is flat, and then we triangulate to get the elevation of the sun over flat Earth. It's simple like that because we know the
You went over
distances.
water.
We know the distances because a 1 degree latitude is 60 nautical miles, and that holds true all over the Earth. And oh yeah, he's showing his video. So the 4 of us did it in September. Several did it in June. Several did it in March. Several did it in December. Every time we did it, we had the same results. When we hypothesize that the Earth is flat, like in this one here, we get different elevations for the sun that don't agree. When we then hypothesize that the Earth is a sphere and that the sun is very far away, we all get the same radius within a very nice small margin of error. So that first hypothesis falsifies the idea of a flat Earth with a local sun, and the second hypothesis confirms that the Earth is spherical.
No, let me go ahead and school you a little bit, Toon, just a little bit, because I know you Toon, so you know better than me. But I'm gonna school you a little bit. Here's the thing. So for those angles that you gave,
yeah. I don't hear you. Hello? Well, it did get quiet.
Yeah, it did. I had something to say, but then he interrupted me, and I just shut my mouth. So how's everybody doing tonight? I can see that there are... One second. I've been wanting to do this live ever since I saw FTFE do it. There are 92 people watching and 59 subscribers. That means
59 thumbs up.
That's that I can't do. Number of people have. Well, I can do the math. I'm just not going to be bothered to do it right now. Have not liked this stream. Like it right now, or I'm going to be angry.
And you wouldn't like him when he's angry. You know how he sounds the same when angry, though. Actually.
I do. I never sound different. The only time I sound different is when I'm sober, and you guys haven't heard me sober.
You said subscribed when you meant thumbs up, I think. So, well, anyway, I do want to get this going. It's been a fun night. Hugh, so Round Thinker and we did that several measurements. I'm going to do it again in March because it was sunny or cloudy. So I need to get the full house of measurements. I need to do it again in March.
Yeah, it was cloudy for me too.
But and Hugh, and I'd love to get a couple people in the Southern Hemisphere, or I have a friend in Singapore, try to get him to do it. But Hugh and I are working on something, and I'll tell you what I did, and he was going to do something similar. I found, actually Hugh did, a road that I was going to be driving on that is very, very straight east-west. And I got my latitude, longitude at the start point, and I used a roadside, like something that was, you could confirm for the position, and then on the camera, on video, I got the time and the mileage. And then I drove these miles, and I did the same at the ending, right? So that we know that my odometer and the whatever, we can do a Haversine formula, and we can use Google Maps, and we can use, draw lines to have Google measure it, and all that it all matches. And Hugh's going to do the same thing, and he lives in Australia.
That's right.
Did you find a spot to do that yet?
Yeah, I haven't done it yet, but it's more, I've got to figure out how to mount the camera in my car, because I did have a dash cam, but it's decided not to work. So I've got to figure out how to get the GoPro to be there and stay in the same position for all the trip. Because I don't want to go halfway through and it fall down, and then I've just had to go back to the beginning again. So I've just got to figure that out. But and then I'll do it. And the thing with this is we're both doing as close as we can do to 1 degree of longitude. And on the AE map, longitude's supposed to be the same as it would be on a spherical Earth, at least in distances.
Yeah.
Now we're going across, of course, and if you look on the AE map, Australia looks huge compared to North America, for example. So if we can measure a degree of longitude in Australia and a degree of longitude in North America and compare them, because it should be shorter in North America and bigger in Australia according to the AE map. According to a spherical Earth, they should be the same. So it'll test the hypothesis either way.
Yep. Yeah, and if the Earth is flat and anything similar to the AE map, the longitude has to get wider farther south of the equator, not...
That's right, yeah.
So I didn't record the entire thing. I just got beginning and ending, but I don't think people are going to disagree with my measurements as much as yours.
Well, yeah, I'm going to record the whole thing, and I'll put up the whole trip as a separate video to the one where we discuss it.
Yep.
But yeah, I'll have the evidence there that I actually did the whole trip and how long it actually was, and I'll have latitude and longitude at both ends and along the way as well. And it's something that anyone can repeat, both your trip and my trip.
Yeah. Cool. Well, let's see. Jordan, what do you got? You got anything to wrap up with?
Just that, I mean, it's nice to be back. It's nice to actually talk to you live. I mean, or actually talk to you. You haven't been active on Facebook much recently, so yeah. Go see me on YouTube. I have a channel and a video with over 200 views, which is crazy and kind of scary to me, but yeah, go watch it and put that over 300 and make me even more scared. Yeah.
There you go.
That's not all I got. Oh yeah, the next video is going to be on Bart K and veganism, so fun. Yeah.
I'll prepare a bacon cheeseburger to watch that. Anything for you, Neriel? Keith, I see you're coming back in, but we're wrapping up here. It's getting kind of late. So
you good? Yeah, everybody good, huh?
No, it's good to be back. Really, I haven't done this for. Last time I was talking to Keith.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Oh yeah. No, that part is good. I just meant he was good with
several months ago.
Keep going, Nero.
I really hope you will do this in some more reasonable hours for me, because it's like almost 10 a.m. here. So
okay,
that's nothing, Nuriel. You know what it is over here?
Where you are, I don't know.
It's not even midnight. About 11. Yeah, it's not even midnight for you.
Tune is 1 and I'm 11.
No, it's
right now.
Yeah, it's almost 2 for me. So
right.
And I got to work tomorrow.
Oh.
It's all right. With video games, right? You do the video games, right, Tom?
I write anti-spam software.
Wow. That is like so boring, but nerdish, but yet you.
It's boring for you. I'm a software engineer too.
Yeah.
I'm messing with him, Nuriel. I'm messing with him, Nuriel. Oh, yeah.
I'm messing with him. It's challenging to when some stuff starts to leak through a little bit, to find the way to tweak things so that we can catch that tiny little bit that's coming through.
Right. Yeah. It's like it's all you don't realize too. It's like it's like square root. It's like, how do you get the more precise number for a square root? Even though it's going to go forever, look at. Even though it's irrational, you still get to that closer and closer and closer and closer number. That's how I see that. That's funny. You want to give me that look, but that's how I see it. I see it like, yeah, you want to get closer to the number.
You know that there is a very, very simple algorithm for square root, right?
Uh-oh. Give me... Okay, now we talked about pi. Let me go ahead. Nah, I can't do it. If
you want to know the square root of...
This is Nobel Prize.
Just
listen.
I can't do it. No.
This is easy. This is simple stuff.
It's very easy. It's like you do it in the second lecture in programming. Like you do it. You write the algorithm for that. if I remember correctly, it's called the Newton-Raphson
I don't remember.
algorithm.
Don't know. Okay.
I may be wrong, but and it goes like this: you want to know the square root of something, like let's say 5. You guess a number.
Whoa.
Let's say you guess a number. I like to start with 1 because it's a nice number. What we know about the square root, that if you multiply it by itself, you get the original number.
Yeah, right.
So according to this logic, 1 should be equal to 5 over 1.
No, that would be 5, right?
I know, that is wrong for now.
What is this?
I mean, these numbers are not equal. 1 is not 5 over 1. So you take 1, you take 5 over 1, which is 5. You put them together, you get 6. Divided by 2, you get 3.
Oh, that's different.
Now you have a closer
different.
number. Now you have a closer number. 3. Is it equals to 5 over 3? Yes or no?
Man, hey, Nuria, we gotta talk about that. That's all I can say. That's you want some number stuff right there. We gotta talk about that one. That's different right
And
there.
you do it like 10, 20, 30 times and you get the square root. It's very simple.
Depends on your accuracy.
Right.
Yeah. I wrote
3 is not equal to 5 over 3. You put them together, you get 5.5 divided by 2. You get
weird stuff.
And the second iteration is very close actually. If you do it like 5, 6, you get like this 6 digits after the decimal point.
Nuria, no joke. What the thing that taught me that, because Toon hit me up for math, and I was just so how I was. I dusted off my trigonometry book. I was like, man, I'm getting forget this.
This is like
I was in it,
like
and a lot of stuff
algebra.
you're saying is in there. That's funny. That's just funny. Figuring that out.
So
this is a basic algebra. It's like and on the same level, with 1 + 1 = 2, basically.
Right.
So I wanted to write a multi-purpose calculator when I was in middle school on computer, and I needed arc sine and arc cosine, and I didn't know enough trig to know how to do it, because on the Apple on the software I had sine, cosine, and arctangent. With arctangent I could have gotten the others, but so what I did is I invented binary search, which somebody had done before me, but I invented binary search to do arc sine and arc cosine, and I thought it was broke because it went too fast. But binary search is really fast. So you said like you know what binary search is.
I said like I know what calculators move at the speed of. They're gonna
I will tell you that it has the complexity of O of log n.
Yes. The
big. I get you guys. I don't know if you guys get me. Let me just say it that way.
Tim, just while you were talking about software engineering, I just wanted to ask you how many programmers does it take to change a light bulb?
4.
I don't know.
None. That's a hardware problem.
Oh, I remember that.
4.
Yep. I like to be able to fill pipes and peg CPUs.
What?
So
Tone, get out of here.
You don't know what that means, do you?
It's not you. I know that. That's not what you do.
I certainly do fill pipes and peg CPUs.
No, you order people to fill pipes and say CPU. That's the thing.
No, I write software. I really do. And yeah.
I get you. You don't get what I'm saying.
And it's not it's not meant to be Fohammer 335. Like, that's nasty. Like, no. and Stringer News 1 says, I like it on /bin/top.
Taking it to him. What were you saying, Jordan?
I was just gonna say that I also like another joke that I wish I could tell in speech form is why do programmers always mix up Halloween and Christmas?
Whoa. Why do programmers mix up Halloween? I couldn't even guess that one. That's on some trigonometric XY, XR stuff right there.
Because oct 31 equals dec 25, which means octal 30.
I gotta look at that one.
Awesome.
I gotta look at that one. Wait a minute.
That is awesome.
Whoa! I gotta look at that one.
That is
Keith,
nerd joke of the year.
Keith, do you even know what octal is?
Dude, he came with the left field with that one. I gotta check that one up. Like, whoa, okay. No, I have no idea. Nope, not at all. Oh my goodness.
That is awesome joke. I'm gonna use it.
I love it, yeah.
Just by the fact that it was Octo with October and coming in with December, that was like, oh wow,
No,
he put it in there, huh?
it's an octal base and decimal base.
Okay.
Like if
I'll
you
check it
count
out.
if you count up to 9 before you add one digit, or if you count up to 7 before you add the second digit. So if you count like 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 0.
Right.
Or if you count 9, then 1, 0, which we call 10. So the 31 in base 8 is 25 in base 10.
You know what? That's funny that you brought that up, because I want Toon to answer this one right here. Because, you know, I've had to face Toons amongst our community. Toons is so much cultured and so much, you know, knowledge and this and that.
Culture.
And they've got me to come up against him. Yeah, Toons. Yeah, you culture it. You culture with it. Toon, what is pi to you? Say it.
Like the number?
The number.
3.1415926.
Like all that butt on that who's
962.
Say it.
Wait.
3.14962?
3.1415926.
That is so off.
I think it's 962. I got that.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, Toon.
Well, that's close enough.
No, you're right. It's 926.
926. Okay.
Toon.
All right.
Toon, do you realize you just ran into something esoteric for me when you said that?
No.
I know. But you ran into something just esoteric when you said that, because the numbers you gave me a number for where my number is, and that throws me a number, and then that number throws me over this number. Oh, see, this is the thing about you guys and not knowing about this knowledge we know. This is knowledge we know. You don't have to be a flat earther to go to heaven. No, you don't. You can still go to heaven and not be a flat earther. But if you want to know what it is around here, you better be a flat earther. Drink that tab, drink it deep, get it good, because that's what it is. That's not tab. You know what that is? That's cotangent.
See,
what is that?
My only thing about heaven that I have ever
Talk to me, George. Talk to me.
My only opinion of heaven is that it must get super boring after a minute.
Either way, right? Wouldn't that be either way?
I could see the first few years being cool, but then after a while, I get bored enough on Earth, and this won't last forever.
You know, Team Skeptic used to say that hell is much more exciting than heaven, because we always say hell yeah and not heaven yeah.
Right.
Forget all that. Moses ain't in hell. Ain't none of the cool people in Scripture in hell, so I'm good. I'm gonna go ahead and pass on that. I'll let them go ahead and be there, and I'll just go ahead with the other people.
My only question is, do you think Ozzy Osbourne is going to hell? Because
you know what? That's really personal between God and him. Honest with you, that's really between them. That's really
according to the movie Little Nicky, Ozzy Osbourne is already in heaven.
True.
That's up to
even
them, man.
here's a
You know?
question: even if he's not there, can we still listen to the music?
Yeah.
And yeah, you can. Yeah.
Well,
And as long as you're here, but will listening to that music cause you to not do the right thing for heaven? That's the thing you gotta understand.
no. I listen
Like
to some
eating a bat?
pretty crazy music. I don't do nothing crazy.
Okay, well, until Keith came back, we were going to be wrapping it up, and so we're going to have to be wrapping it up. Thank you.
Y'all are fun, man. Y'all are fun.
Thank you everyone for coming to Neriel and
Thanks for having
Hugh
us.
Jars and the George said, and Keith and
That flair the guy.
everyone
to the
else.
side.
So, all right. We'll see you next time. Bye.
There we go.